Body for Body is my shit, nigga. I fucking fuck with that song. Heavy, nigga. Heavy. But how y'all doing this evening? Damn, let me cut myself down a little bit. Sheesh, I hear myself screaming in my own ears. Like, nigga, that shit is crazy. But how y'all doing? How y'all doing tonight, man? How y'all feeling tonight? How y'all feeling tonight, nigga? I ain't gonna even lie to you, man. Today was a crazy fucking revelation. It was a crazy revelation, man. I'm gonna tell y'all why. So, I've been asking, yo, I ain't seen the homie DC in a minute, bro. Any of y'all niggas heard from this nigga, bro? Like, this nigga just like kind of fell off the face of the earth. Nobody heard from him. Everybody thought the same thing. Everybody was like, you never know, man. You know, maybe some life shit going on. And, you know, the homie just ain't been around. You know what I'm saying? And, today, nigga, as I was preparing myself for the daily activities, I saw some shit pop up in a DM and I say, nigga, ain't no way. I said, ain't no way, nigga. Like, nah. This ain't, this ain't true, nigga. And then I did a little bit more digging and I was like, oh shit. This is him. I was like, yo, ain't this about a bitch? I was like, yo, this crazy. Because again, I don't really like to put shit in the air unless there's an air of truth to what the fuck is going on. And again, there's already people that's, you know, trying to summon excuses and shit like this. And here's the thing, man. I'm always a person that if I get some new information, then, you know, the new information will override the old information if it has validity to it, right? But I'm gonna say, nah, not this time, dog. Nah, not this time, bro. I mean, niggas will always say it wasn't them, right? Niggas will always say it ain't got shit to do with me. It's always somebody else's fault that some shit happened. Trust me. I've heard every excuse in the book, man. I know because in my family, there are some crazy motherfuckers, man. Rest in peace to the one that I'm actually talking about now, because he basically went to prison for life and ended up randomly dying, nigga, from some shit that didn't even make no sense. I know what happened. Trust me, I know what happened to that nigga. I definitely know what happened to that nigga. They had some motherfucking prison justice up in that bitch, dog. That's what the fuck happened, bro. Like, the prison ain't gotta tell me that that's what's happened, nigga. I know that that's what the fuck happened, nigga. Motherfucker don't randomly die the way they say he died in medical, nigga. I'm like, come on, cut it the fuck out. The thing is, we knew this nigga was a piece of shit. We knew he was a piece of shit, right? Like, just to give you a timeline, right? Just to give you a timeline. He originally went to prison because he almost murdered this woman, right? And then he gets out years later. I'm talking about, this is like maybe 20, almost 30 years later. Nigga, he get out and see my auntie house was the central location for niggas who just got out of prison, nigga. When they just got out of prison, for some reason, they always showed up on her doorstep. Here's the thing. The problem is, this was actually my auntie's son. So, yeah, you kind of figure this is the reason why the fuck this nigga showed up at the house. But my auntie had a lot of kids, and a lot of them motherfuckers was fucked up. Like, absolutely fucked up. Like, all of her boys, every last one of them went to prison for very long periods of time for various shit, but it's not her fault. They were with their father in Detroit. So I'm not gonna blame her for it. She's a saint. She's a goddamn saint. But I remember when he ended up getting out of jail, you know what I mean? This was around the time that AOL was a thing, right? And like chat rooms was a thing, and you know, AOL Instant Messenger was a thing, right? So he didn't know how to use no computers or nothing like that. And nigga, I'm that guy, right? Like, I'm that person in the family when anything go wrong with electrical shit, nigga, I'm the first person that they gonna call. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally had to break myself out of that shit because I felt like I'm always being pulled in fucking different directions, bro. And then it starts to become, oh, I need you to do this more than whatever you need to do yourself. So I had to pull myself away from that shit, man. I'm sure y'all niggas already know what time it is with that, right? So me personally, you know, I put in the work. You know, she had no idea that she was talking to me. You know what I'm saying? She thought she was talking to my cousin or whatever the case may be. But I'm sure she figured it out as much, because you cannot fake a conversation when you don't speak like a person, right? And he is a nigga that spent the last like 30 years of his life in fucking prison. So, you know, he talked like a fucking, he sounded like a motherfucking slave to a certain extent, my nigga. Yes, sir, master. Well, yeah, as you can know, I really don't give a fuck about that nigga. I don't give a fuck about his demise. I don't really give a fuck about what happened to him. He was a piece of shit. But this lady that he met through me, through AOL chat rooms, bro. Like, really, AOL chat rooms was fucking live. Y'all niggas just don't know, nigga. Y'all just don't know. Y'all too young to know, nigga. All y'all know is fucking Instagram, nigga. Like, y'all know Instagram and Facebook, nigga. Y'all probably ain't even familiar with MySpace for real, nigga. You know, got that nigga, that fuck ass nigga Tom putting you on his goddamn top list, nigga. Like, nigga, I don't know you, Tom. I don't know you, Tom. Why are you at the top of my friends list, Tom? I don't even know who you are, Tom. The fuck off my friends list, Tom. Blocking your ass, nigga. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. But anyway, so he started dating this lady, man. And I'm telling you, this lady was like one of the sweetest ladies in the world, bro. She learned about all his past history and shit, and she still just didn't give a fuck. You know, she had 2 kids, and she was just getting out of a marriage and shit. So I guess he was kind of a rebound from that or whatever. And it was just, it was insane, man. It was very fucking nuts what happened, because again, this lady told this grown ass man that he did not have to work. Nigga, she worked 2 jobs. This nigga didn't have to do anything. And somehow this nigga became this jealous fucking fiend. He became this person that was just like, dog, I told you, you ain't got to do nothing but sit home and be a bitch. Like, that's all you got to do is sit home and be a bitch, man. He started beating on this lady, man. He started doing all kind of crazy shit. Like, and don't let him start drinking on top of that. Like, this nigga was a fucking goof. This nigga was a full-blown ass goof. I swear, put it on my life. This nigga was the goofiest nigga I've ever seen in my life. And I hated every second of this, bro, because he did this shit in front of her daughters, bro. She had 2 young daughters, and this nigga was beating on this lady in front of her daughters. And he thought that this shit was cool and all of that, bro. This is the reason why I got like animosity for this nigga. This is the reason why I always looked at this nigga like, oh, you are the most fucked up individual I've ever met in my fucking life, my nigga. And you had no reason to do the shit that you did. This nigga was jealous of her ex-husband, who this bitch didn't even want this nigga around the house. I'm like, bro, what is it with you, bro? She don't even want the nigga at the house, bro. She barely want the nigga to come and pick up his own fucking kids and shit. But you jealous and thinking that she fucking her ex-husband, bro? Like, this is really what's major on your fucking mind, my nigga? Like, bro, this shit was, it was bad, bro. It was bad. It was so bad. This was the type of relationship and shit. You just had to pull yourself away from this shit. And nigga, we was telling this lady, man, to leave this nigga alone. He's clearly fucking crazy. He's clearly fucking nuts. But she was fearful of her life for very good reason. So, with all that said and done, this nigga goes back to jail, back to prison. He gets back out, and what do you know? He shows right back up to my auntie house. And keep in mind, at this time, I am like fucking, I think at that time, I think I was like 14, 15 or something like that. When the nigga got back out, I was like 16, 17 or whatever. Because apparently the laws and shit, I guess she didn't really want to press charges. She didn't really want to go forward with anything. She just kind of wanted to move on with her life, man. He beat that lady so bad, bro. Like, that shit was, it was some bullshit, bro. By the time this lady left this nigga, bro, she came in this bitch looking young and vibrant. Nigga, by the time she left, dog, she was a battered and beaten motherfucker, bro. Like, I know she ain't never trust a nigga after that. But for this particular story, this next entry is where this shit got all too fucking interesting, right? It got all too interesting, right? So the next step of the way, I'm sitting at the house one day, right? And this nigga tell me, hey, come outside. I want you to meet my young, I want you to meet my young lady, right? Now, I said, okay, right? Bitch, I go out the door. This girl had to be younger than me. I said, brother man, what are we doing here, brother man? I said, hey, look, man, no matter what you tell me right now, ain't nothing you tell me gonna tell me that this girl is of age, bro. I was like, there's no fucking way, bro. I was like, why is she even here, bro? Shouldn't she be in school right now? Oh, nah, you know, I just told her to come and chill and she hang out with me here and blah, 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 blah. I said, brother, are you trying to go back to prison? Like, is this really what you want to do? And he like, man, you just hating. And I'm like, hating, nigga? Do you this nigga was like 40 something at this time, dog. This girl couldn't be no more than like 14 or 15 years old, bruh. She couldn't be no more. And the thing is, I was telling my uncle, right? Because this is his house. I'm like, hey, look, this man is finna get you in a lot of fucking trouble. You might want to tell him not to bring this little ass girl over here. The less you know about this, the fucking better. And my uncle, I hate to say it, man, rest in peace, rest his soul. He was pussy. This nigga was pussy. This nigga was pussy, bro. For some reason, he kept allowing this shit to happen. And then I told my auntie, I'm like, yeah, I was snitching, nigga. I ain't gonna even lie. Cause bro, I knew that none of this shit was finna end well. And I didn't want them to go down to take the fall for some shit that this grown motherfucker is doing. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, I think because he originally went to prison so young, right? That his mind got stunted at the age that he was, right? Because when he went to prison young age, like 16, 17 or some shit like that, right? And I feel like he never grew up. I feel like he never fucking grew up while he was in prison. This is why he was so much of a fucking dipshit. So I'm telling the girl, right? Because the girl, she used to call my phone for this nigga. I said, hey, listen, man. I said, look, you do realize this is a grown ass fucking man, right? Like, you know, you understand that he's a grown ass man. There is no reason why you should be talking to this man. And after what I just seen him do to this last lady, you might want to stay away from this nigga. But her being a dumb, stupid ass bitch, she was a young, dumb, stupid motherfucker. She continued whatever they called this shit. Whatever they was calling this shit, she continued this shit. And it's like, I'm like, dog, I did what I could, bro. I tried it from every fucking angle, bro. I'm sorry. These are some fucking lost causes. Whatever the fuck happens. I don't give a fuck, bruh. I just don't care. I'm removing myself from the situation, bruh. And I'm talking about, bruh, when I would see him and this girl come walking down the street, my auntie would see this shit and she's like, she started getting on his ass. Like, why you got this young ass girl at my house and blah, 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 blah. She was on him. To the point where she made sure that he did not bring that girl back to the house. She said that she will call the police herself. See, I wasn't gonna take it that far, my nigga. I wasn't gonna call the police, but nigga, I know my auntie, she would. she was. My auntie was a fucking G, nigga. I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas. That she didn't give a fuck, nigga. She was all about what was right. Not what was right for you because you're related to her, nigga. She was all about what was right, nigga. Trust me. But somehow, some way, I don't even know how this shit blew up and how it hit the fan, but I do know that the nigga ended up getting locked up. The nigga started calling the phone talking about some, hey man, I need you to send me some money and blah, blah, blah. I said, bitch, no, nigga. Ain't no fucking way, bro. I am not sending your ass shit. He even went as far as to ask my brother. My brother was already on the outs with this nigga because of the bullshit that he did with the last female too. And it was like, we was just over this shit, bro. We was over this shit, bro. They sentenced that nigga to life with no possibility of parole, bro. This nigga has so many fucking charges that it was bananas, bro. I would pull this shit up, but dog, at this point the nigga dead anyway, so it's a wrap. It's a wrap for that nigga. He's out of here, nigga. Let that nigga rest in peace, I guess. Rest in pieces or rest in ash. I don't give a fuck. That nigga got exactly what the fuck he deserved. What a fucking stupid motherfucker, bro. Stupid motherfucker, boy. But anyway, I told y'all all of that just so I could get to the point of our story here today, which is some shit that I would love to tell y'all ain't even true, bro. Some shit that I would love to tell y'all is just fictitious, is made up, can't be true. It seems very unreal to me, bro. Very unreal. And bruh, I was like, ain't no way. Hold on, let me pull this up for y'all. Goddamn DC 1985. Yo, now this don't look too bad because it's just simply a jail pick. But when you look at these charges, oh no. Shout out to my man Craig. He say Sony done told Xbox PC folks to get ready for cheek busting. Absolutely. I said, yo. Now, I'm going to tell you what tripped me out about this, right? I'm going to tell you what tripped me out about this. What tripped me out about this is that when you look at these charges, it says forcible rape, lewd acts upon a child, forcible lewd acts upon a child, and lewd act upon a child. Apparently, yeah, he worked for Sony. This is the problem, right? The problem is, right? I know a lot of people try to use this for console warring and shit like that, but he didn't work for PlayStation. He worked for Sony. He worked for like the TV division or some shit like that. I guess he did marketing or some shit like that. But that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. The charges is what had me fucked up. I'm like, hey, yo. I was like, nah, dog. I was like, yo, This is crazy, bro. And when I read the story about what happened, because this shit is all over the internet. All you gotta do is look up the name. It's public information. It's public information. Now, the first thing that caught me off guard about this is that this nigga's name is Wisdom. This nigga's name, fuck all of the shit that's going on right now. This nigga's name is Wisdom. Am I the only one that finds that ironic as fuck? Like, come on, bruh. This nigga had zero foresight, zero wisdom, zero hindsight. This nigga was on a whole nother level of predatory, nigga. Look. At this point, I can't say if it's true because he has been convicted and sentenced to 12 years. He has been convicted and sentenced to 12 years. Now, here's the thing. Caleb sent me something where Hard 8, I guess, was reaching out to his folks, and his folks was like, yo, this man was set up. Oh, his lawyer told him to take the plea and yada, 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 right? First of all, how can a nigga tell you to take a plea for the worst possible thing that you could ever take a plea for, going to a prison? Nigga, I would be fighting for my motherfucking life if I know I ain't do shit. No. If I knew I didn't do shit and I ain't got nothing to do with what the fuck is going on, there's no way you're getting me to take a deal about nothing, nigga. I am not taking no fucking deal saying that I forcibly raped a fucking kid. That is not fucking happening, bro. Nigga, what side of stupid do you have to be on for a nigga to believe that a lawyer could have convinced you? Nigga, I would have said, nah, dog. Nigga, I am about to fight this life sentence that they're saying that I could fucking get. Nigga, I'm fighting that shit to the end. Bitch, I'm not throwing in a towel and going to jail for 12 years in hopes that I could get out. Then I gotta register as a fucking sex offender, nigga. You can't live in most places. You can't work in most places. You can't be close to parks. You can't be close to schools. Nigga, why the fuck would I take a deal because it gives me less time, nigga, if I did not do the crime? So for everybody saying, nah, dog. Nah, y'all got it twisted. He was set up, dog. Ain't no person with common sense gonna be like, nah, I raped that bitch. I did it. Give me the least amount of time you can give me. Who the fuck is gonna say that? Nigga, dog, you telling me that they didn't have no evidence? Bruh, the only time a person takes a plea like this is when you know what they got on you and you just like, hey dog, I ain't even trying to take this here with you, bro. I ain't even trying to take it there with you. That's the only time a nigga would take a plea like this. If I am innocent, and nigga, I am innocent even if I fucking did it. Nigga, I'm innocent. I don't give a fuck what you niggas is talking about. I'm innocent, nigga, until y'all prove that I did whatever the fuck you said I did. And me being a person that knows that this nigga has like all girls, bro. Like all of his kids are fucking girls, bro. All of his kids are girls. Bro, what the fuck are you telling? You telling me that I am going to take a plea that's gonna basically put this fucking shadow over all of my family members' heads, bro? Nah, you crazy as hell, dog. That's why I don't believe when they say he wasn't guilty, my nigga. I do not believe when they say he is not guilty, bro. How the fuck are you not guilty, but you took a deal that said you're guilty? You took a deal that said you did whatever the fuck they said you did. And what they said you did is forcible rape, lewd act upon a child, forcible lewd acts upon a child. I don't give a fuck what you say. You're never going to convince me that you're not guilty. You are guilty as fucking sin. As a matter of fact, man, this is probably the worst thing. But you know what? I'm not gonna be real with y'all, man. The one thing that I forget sometimes, for real, and I have to like pull myself back and really understand, we don't know any of these people on the internet. And that's including me, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't know me. I don't know y'all. And the truth of the matter is this world is weird as fuck. We've seen it. We've seen some of the things that you guys have like just acquiesced to, bro. Like, from everything, bro. From gaming to politics to every dog. It's just some niggas just love to be on the wrong side of history, bro. And it's just like, this one caught me the fuck off guard. This one threw me for a loop. Shout out to my man Craig, the tech guy. He said he better get ready for cheek. Yeah, he better get ready for cheek busting, man. Again, if I could have one conversation with this nigga, the first thing that I would ask him is, are you guilty? And if you tell me that no, you are not guilty, the second question would be, why the fuck would you take a deal stating that you are guilty, bro? Why would you take anything? I don't give a fuck who do you think you're inconveniencing, nigga. I'm gonna inconvenience the world before I say I forcibly fucked the child, nigga. Like, nah, I'm good on that, bro. I'm good on it. Dog, y'all know DC, bro. Like, y'all know this nigga Dark Cloud, bro. Y'all know this man Dark Cloud, bro. And it's just like, damn, dog. I wouldn't have seen this one coming, dog. I wouldn't have seen this one coming at all, bro. I just I would not have seen this shit coming, bro. This nigga right here, bruh. And then I have to say to myself, dog, you got a nice life, bruh. And you throw your nice life away for some of this weirdo ass shit. A part of me still wants to believe that this nigga ain't guilty and there's really some real fucked up side shit going on. But I just can't imagine, if you know some real fugazi ass flaw shit is going on. Dog, why would you take a plea? Why would you take a plea, bro? Why would you take a plea, bro? This shit is really, really fucking just fucked up, bro.
You know, like, I don't think the movie needs to be remade, to be completely honest.
Let me just read some comments. Disabled team, yes, we do a live stream every Monday. It starts at 3:30, but for the last like 2 or 3 weeks, we usually come on around 4. In this case, he was doing something for his like work related, and his camera, something on the camera snapped. So that's why, you know, we were a little late today.
Yo, my man left his wife, his marriage, his kids. That nigga left everything for some 13-year-old ass that apparently he was grooming, bro. Yo, this is crazy, dog. Again, there could be, and this is just me looking at everything from every angle, right? There could be some fucked up shit going on in the background, bro, because island people can be extremely fucked up. And apparently he was having some sort of a falling out with his mother-in-law, which would have been her mother. Now, again, bruh, Jemiah, dog, I'm gonna keep it a beam with you, bruh. I cannot begin to tell you what the fuck happened here, bruh. Only thing that I can give y'all, which is a bit more than this, is the actual story. So, February 1st, this was 2022, as you can see here. A Plumas Lake man was arrested Saturday for alleged sexual abuse of a minor that occurred over multiple years. Lascelles Williams, then 38, of Plumas Lake, was arrested in Plumas Lake area on allegations that he sexually abused a 15-year-old girl over the course of approximately the last 2 years. So this nigga went into COVID and really went into COVID, nigga. This nigga went into COVID and lost his fucking mind. Because that would have been exactly 2020 when this bullshit stopped. And you know what's so fucked up and funny about it? In 2020 is when his videos stopped. Literally. In 2020. That's crazy, bro. Wisdom was arrested on suspicion of kidnapping, 3 or more sexual acts with a minor, lewd and lascivious acts with a child, and oral copulation. Oral copulation. He remained in Yuba County Jail as of Monday with a bail set of $1.1 million, bro. That's how he knew they weren't about to let his ass go. They gave this nigga $1 million bond. Like that nigga murdered somebody, nigga. And technically he did, nigga. He murdered that kid childhood, bro. Like we gotta give him that. Gotta give him that, right? Yeah. So that went left. That wasn't great. But it goes a little bit deeper than this. Hold on. Let me get the other part of this, because it gets a little worse. Jesus Christ. Goddamn. This nigga's name was Lascelles Wisdom. What the fuck? Lascelles Wisdom, nigga. Yo, that's crazy, nigga. Hold on. God damn, man. This is some bullshit, bro. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, dog. I've been thinking about this shit all day. I'm like, bro, you really, really don't know the niggas that you be sitting next to in these goddamn Discord chats and these goddamn Twitter chats and shit like this, dog. Niggas be out here fucking little kids, dog. Like this shit, it's not supposed to be funny, bro. Like, I get that and I understand that, but dog, this shit is crazy, bro. To me, this shit is crazy. Let's do 2000 to current. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Kevin Roberts, Robin L. Adam, Lascelles Wisdom, and April M. Wisdom. Oh, that's their mortgage. Yo, that's crazy. All right, let's go here and let's see what we got here. Close incarcerated person's name. Let's do this. Okay, nigga, that's fine. Hold on, I got y'all. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Come on, bitch, hurry up and load. What the fuck is taking you so long? There we go. All right, so this shit says, and I quote, from the Yuba County District Attorney Office. Everyday heroes. It's an unfortunate reality that people hurt children in this world. Thank you to the everyday heroes who work to protect children. A child victim of sexual abuse received some closure this week thanks to the efforts of some everyday heroes in Yuba County. On Monday, June 27, 2022, Yuba County Superior Court Judge Benjamin Wershafter sentenced Lascelles Wisdom to 12 years in state prison for continuous sexual abuse of a child under the age of 14. The prison sentence was the culmination of efforts that began in January 2022 when the child victim disclosed to relative that Wisdom had been sexually abusing them since 2019. The first hero in this story, who shall remain nameless to protect the identity of the child, is the relative to whom the child confided. The relative had a choice to make: be a bystander or be an upstander. They chose to stand up, taking the allegations seriously and calling the Yuba County Sheriff's Department. When a child tells an adult they have been sexually abused, it is common for the adult to feel uncomfortable and not know what to do. When a child risks to reveal the unspeakable, it is imperative to listen and respond without judgment. Assure the child they did the right thing by telling and that they are not to blame for the abuse. Resist the desire to investigate the allegations on your own and call law enforcement so they can use their expertise to uncover the truth as unobtrusively as possible. Thank you to the relative who listened, cared, and called. Your actions protected this child and possibly others. The next set of heroes wear badges to work. Those guys. The call came in roughly an hour before midnight. It doesn't matter the time of day or night when a child needs to be protected. The Yuba County Sheriff's Department responds. Yuba County Sheriff Deputies Eck and Aguirre met with the child and the relative. They obtained the basic facts and requested help from detectives with specialized training in investigating child sexual abuses. Boy, we know those motherfuckers, they definitely got the expertise. They definitely specialize in training because a lot of them get caught up in it. Shortly after 2 a.m., Sergeant Machuca, that's really his name. His name is Sergeant Machuca, called in Deputy Shane Bronson, who has special training as a child forensic interviewer. Child forensic interviews are conducted by trained professionals to gather information about incidences of alleged child abuse in a manner that will yield factual information from the child and stand up to scrutiny in court. Forensic interviewing techniques are designed to remove or minimize the potential for the interviewer to use suggestive or leading questions that may call the child's statements into question. The forensic interview also separates the roles of lead investigator and forensic interviewer, further limiting the potential for suggestive influence. The interviews are typically done in a special interview room designed to help children feel more at ease. In this case, Deputy Bronson helped the child feel at ease, and they were able to tell the horrific story of their abuse by Lascelles' wisdom, spanning multiple counties and years. Holy shit. Deputies Eck and Aguirre arrested Mr. Wisdom that night, and Sergeant Machuca completed the investigation, submitting the case to the Yuba County District Attorney for possible prosecution. Thank you, Sergeant Machuca. Deputies Bronson, Eck, and Aguirre, and community service officers Kevin Hansen. Justice for this child would not have been possible without your professionalism, dedication, and hard work. The story does not end with an arrest. In the United States, the powers given to the government are divided between legislature, the executive, and the courts. When law enforcement makes an arrest, the person must be brought before a judge and charged with a crime defined by the legislator within 48 hours, or the person must be set free. In California, the elected district attorney of each county is the person tasked with filing charges in court when there is sufficient evidence. Once a case has been referred by law enforcement to a district attorney's office, it is assigned to an attorney whose sole job is prosecuting criminal cases. These attorneys, known as prosecutors or deputy district attorneys, are experts in criminal law evidence and trials. The prosecutor is not a rubber stamp law for enforcement. Arrests are made by the law enforcement on a standard use of strong suspicion called probable cause, but people are convicted in the United States only on admissible evidence providing proof of guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. When a prosecutor reviews a case, they read all the reports and review the evidence. They consider the elements of each criminal law that has possibly been violated and what evidence a judge is likely to allow at the trial under the law. They consider the likely factual and legal defenses a suspect may raise. The attorney then exercises professional judgment to determine whether they can prove any crimes beyond a reasonable doubt. If there are charges they believe they can prove beyond a reasonable doubt, the prosecutor files a complaint alleging the criminal charges against the person arrested. In Yuba County, cases involving the sexual abuse of children are assigned to Deputy District Attorney Caitlin Smith. Caitlin came to the Yuba County District Attorney Office in 2021 from the California Attorney General Office. She has significant trial experience, blah, 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 blah. She reviewed the evidence, filed the case against Mr. Wisdom, and then prosecuted the case to the end. DDA Smith worked with Yuba County Victim Services to support the child and their family throughout the legal process. Based on input from the family, the specific crimes committed by Mr. Wisdom, DDA Smith carefully negotiated a plea agreement that sent Mr. Wisdom to prison and kept the child from having to testify in court. Thank you, DDA Caitlin Smith, for the work you did for the child and our community. You are an everyday hero. Along the way, victim advocates walk along with victims and their families. In this case, advocates from both Casa de Esperanza and Yuba County Probation Victim Services help the child and their family. Thank you to both Casa and Victim Services for helping pick up the pieces. Finally, to the child who was brave enough to tell, you are a hero too. We know how scary and uncomfortable it was to tell what had been done to you. Know that your courage and bravery will serve to protect others. Thank you. Now, with that being said, what do you guys believe? Because it's all about what you're willing to believe, right? That's what all of this is about. It's about what you're willing to believe. Me personally, I'm going to tell you, I usually err on the side of caution when it comes to shit like this, but I have to be 100 with you, man. In this particular instance, it seems like he is very, very guilty. Not only because he is guilty, but because he said that he was guilty. Because he didn't fight for his freedom. He didn't fight for his right to be a free man. He took a plea deal, which him taking the plea deal is him copying a plea to what is being said. He agreed with the prosecuting attorney. He agreed, I guess, with his attorney that this was the best the best course for him. And honestly, it just feels like either he's the dumbest nigga in the world or he's just a creep. Either you're the dumbest nigga in the world or you're a creep. Now, what gets more interesting is I would then want to know, who is this girl and why did you not want her to take the stand? Why did you not want her to tell her story? I think there's a significance to who this person is. I think there's a significance to who this person is. You know, for Phenomenal Gaming, man, honestly, I'm not against anybody who do believe he did it. I believe he did it. Again, if I'm fighting for my life, bro, if I'm fighting for my name, for my reputation, for everything that's good, bro, there's no deal in the world that I'm gonna take that says I admit that I did this bullshit if I know I didn't do it. There's no fucking way, man. There's no fucking way. Hey, Bari, I said the exact same thing, bro. There is no fucking way, bro. If you're telling me, nigga, I'm about to go sit in a booty hole with a whole bunch of niggas with a whole bunch of time who ain't getting out for a long period of time, nigga, you think I'm finna go sit my ass in there talking about some, oh yeah, I was fondling little kids, nigga, I was fucking little bitches. There's no fucking way in hell, bro. There is absolutely no way in hell, bro. Because that particular crime alone makes you a fucking target, nigga. It makes you a target to people you don't even fucking know. So why would you put that target on your back? Why would you willingly put that target on your back and be like, yeah, I did that shit. I did that. Like, yo, dog, that's craziness. That's craziness to me, dog. That is one of the that's one of the reasons why when I looked at this shit and I looked at it for what it was, that's the reason why I felt like, yeah, this man gotta be guilty, bro. Because again, I would fight to the bitter end, my nigga, before I just lay down and take some time, my nigga. Because here's the thing, them 12 years, you feeling like, I'm gonna go do these 12 years, I'm gonna get out and nigga, it's gonna be cool. No, it's not. It's not. Because now you got all this bullshit tied to you, nigga. You can't, bruh, your life is finna be a living hell, bro. You should have fought for yourself. He should have fought for himself, bro. If he truly really ain't do none of this shit, which again, like I said, I got family members that's on some bullshit like this. You know what I'm saying? So I know niggas is always gonna be like, nah, man, I ain't do it. Nah, you did it, nigga. You did it, nigga. We all know you fucking did it, nigga. You did it. You did it. I hate to be that guy, bro, but he did it. I mean, it's just like, dog, I never expected that from DC though, dog. I never expected that from Dark Cloud, man. But again, niggas be on some weird shit, bro. Niggas be on some weird shit. And then you wonder why these niggas get on the internet and be weird. You wonder why niggas get on the internet and be weird, bro. Because they already weird, bro. But again, I didn't see the weird shit coming from DC, bro. So this shit kind of caught me off guard. But hey, man. Hey, boy, you set yourself, whoo wee, boy, you set yourself up for some goofy shit, boy. Like niggas do some stupid shit, but this is like extra stupid. Like this is stupid with a with a side of sauce, nigga. Like this that extra goofy shit, bro. Like that's what the fuck this shit is, bro. Listen, man. Listen, man. I can't, in this case, I can't even wish him well, dog, because I wish the worst for him, bro. I wish the worst for him, bro. Why? Nigga, I have a daughter, bro. I wish a nigga would. I wish a nigga would, bro. Nigga, I listen, man. I even be looking at her little boyfriend sideways, bro. I be looking at that little nigga sideways, like, boy, don't get too comfortable, nigga. Don't get too comfortable, little nigga. So if it was a grown ass man, bro, it'd be like, nah, dog. Nah, boy. I don't know if he could take it easy with this one. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. He got a whole bunch of girls, dog. That's why, you know what? A little part of me, Bari, a little part of me wants me, it makes me wonder, is one of his kids some part of this shit, and is that the reason why he tried to keep it out of the courts by taking the plea? Because they never name who it is. They never name who it is. All I know is they had that nigga holding him on $1,150,000 bond, nigga. Whatever they had, he was not getting the fuck out. Let me see. All right. Let's see. Is it? I think Lascelles is his. God damn. Holy. Damn. That boy eligible for parole in 4 years, nigga. In 2029. Sheesh. Victim. Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy, bro. Yo, this man is in Valley State Prison. Valley State Prison. Hold on. Let me see if I can get a little bit more info. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Uh, hey, this brother here, man. This brother here, man. Yo, this man's name is Lascelles DaCosta Wisdom. Where is this nigga from? Jesus. Let's see. CDCR number. Oh, man. All right. So I'm almost done with this. I just want to see if I can pull up any other information. Okay, we're gonna do it to current. And we're gonna do closed and opened. Yo, for some reason it won't let me. I guess I have to do this shit when I'm off stream. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this when I'm off stream, cause. Oh wait, hold on. Let's try this one more time. Different browser. Okay. Let's try this. What the hell? 2020, we're gonna do January. And then we're gonna do current. Okay, we getting something a little different. It looks like it's actually trying to search. God damn, what type of shit is this? Like, they got his shit locked the fuck down. Like, they give you some real basic information, but that's it. Yeah, they got this shit. Well, I'm gonna tell you, Florida is a lot different. This California shit, nigga, they almost cover for you a little bit. Yeah, they serious system is trash. OD trash. All right. So I guess that's it. I guess that is it with Mr. Lascelles. Mr. Lascelles, he did some real funky things, and I think he's sorry about it. I think he don't want no more problems with it. And whether or not you believe he did it or not, now that's something totally different. Me personally, that nigga did that shit. He did that shit. I'm gonna find more. I just can't do it right now while I'm on stream. All right. So, in other news, in actual video game news, so Kingdom Come Deliverance sells 2 million copies in 2 weeks. 2 million copies in 2 weeks. Do you guys see that as being a success for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? Because I heard through the grapevine that Final Fantasy Rebirth sold like 3 million in like a couple days. And niggas was saying that that was a failure. But somehow this multi-platform game that's on multi-platforms sold 2 million in 2 weeks. And we are applauding? We praising? What we doing? What we doing? This ain't making sense. I don't know about the y'all, but this ain't making sense to me. It ain't making sense to me, but it makes sense to y'all. And I just think that this entire situation is hilarious. You know, I do want to let you guys know, right? So I talked to Phil Spencer, right? And I told Phil Spencer, I said, hey Phil, I think you need to be a little bit more transparent in these transgressions that you're partaking in, right? Because from what I gather looking around, right, I don't think the Xbox fans are all too happy about this multi-platform strategy of Xbox, right? And Phil did want me to relay a message to y'all. He did want me to relay a message to y'all. He said, and I quote, he said, fuck all of y'all. All of y'all can go to hell. Y'all didn't want to buy no video games, so y'all can suck his dick. As a matter of fact, he say y'all can suck the tip of his dick and also the veiny part. You know what I'm saying? Like this is how he feels about you guys now, and I understand it. And the thing is, you can't do nothing but respect it, because remember, PlayStation gamers are funding your Game Pass, is what you said, right? So all in all, you're saying that you're our bitch. Like y'all are our bitches now. Like we own y'all, because now we control the games that you guys get at your disposal. I mean, hey, it's all good, baby. Listen, we sat back, we tried to warn y'all niggas, and y'all niggas still wanted to fuck around. Now you getting fucked in the ground. And listen, we as the PlayStation delegation, we will sit back and we will watch all of your video games come to the PlayStation console. We will watch as PlayStation becomes the de facto console, while the Nintendo Switch becomes the de facto handheld, right? And we're gonna continue to watch y'all try and do these mental gymnastics, because at this point, that's exactly what it is, man. I'm seeing y'all hitting all weird, all these weird fucking cartwheels and shit that don't make no sense, right? Like, we're sitting back watching y'all niggas do this. I was listening to Thrash's podcast that he did, where he was reviewing Gaz and Brian the Professional, and good Lord, Jesus. I mean, I knew it was getting bad over there, but I ain't gonna lie. The fact that y'all niggas got Ryan trying to speak for y'all side, bro, like this shit is looking disgusting right now, bro. This shit is looking disgusting, man. It's looking all types of disgusting, bro. Yo, this man said something that was so wild that I didn't even believe that this shit actually came out of his mouth. But he said that PlayStation would be in the red if it wasn't for PC. And I said, there's no fucking way you believe that out of 31 billion, that little measly ass fucking whatever they did on PC, because they didn't quite say what they did on PC. Like, they didn't quite say what they did on PC. They said non-PlayStation platforms. You know what's a non-PlayStation platform that got a PlayStation first-party game? Nintendo with that Lego Horizon. Well, you know, first-party IP, nigga. Call it what you want. All right, cool. First-party IP. But they didn't tell you how much that accounted for, right? They also didn't tell you how much MLB The Show, which is on Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and PlayStation, they didn't tell you how much that accounted for either. So for the simple fact that they didn't tell you how much that accounted for, the fact that they didn't tell you how much the Lego Horizon accounted for, and you're assuming that Helldivers is where the bulk of this money came from. I'm gonna let you know that out of 31 billion, Helldivers 2 didn't even account for a billion. Not even for a single billion. 31 billion. I think the amount that they said between all the non-platform games that are non-PlayStation platform, I think it accounted for like 800 and something million. 800 and something million. Not billion. 800 and something million. So the fact that this guy said, and he said a lot of stupid shit, that was just part of the stupid shit that he said. He said much more smug ass stupid shit, and it's bad because it was smug and it was stupid. And you know it's stupid when the person who show it is like, nah, nigga, I don't know what you think. I don't know what you're saying. I listened to this nigga say that Avowed looked good. He said that Avowed would look great. It looks great when you're using magic, but not when you're using, like, I guess, melee shit, like close up melee combat or whatever. I also heard both of those fellas that was on the show say neither one of them intended on playing the game. So Gaz was sitting back talking about his backlog, which that's what these weird ass niggas do. I see him do it on the PlayStation side too. It's not just y'all. He was like, oh, well, you know, because you know he talk like a fucking wizard, nigga. Yeah, well, you know, I got a backlog. I mean, you want to call that nigga the Wicked Witch of the West. But he was talking about he got a backlog, nigga, and, you know, he might get around to it, and, you know, it's great. It's great that people are liking it and buying it, and that's good. And then you have goofy ass number 2 that really has no interest in playing the game at all. At all. Has zero interest. Zero interest in fucking playing it. Yet they sat there for a very long time talking about how great the game was. The game is so great that neither one of them have any interest in playing it. This is the gaming community, people. This is the gaming community that has been spawned and created, bro. These are the grifting ass, grifter ass niggas. Like, dog, I'm sorry, bro. At this point, there's no reason for you to defend Xbox. There's zero reason for you to defend Xbox. I don't even know why y'all doing it anymore. Y'all, they are saying that PlayStation guys are mad. And I'm just like, bruh, ain't no way. Ain't no way y'all peddling this bullshit. Ain't no way y'all out here peddling this garbage ass bullshit, bro. Like, what the fuck do you mean PlayStation guys are upset and mad? Why would anybody be upset and mad for taking all of your games? Why would anybody be mad? That's like getting mad at Ubisoft because Ubisoft is like, yo, we putting all these games on PlayStation. Why the fuck would you be mad at Ubisoft? Ubisoft is a third-party publisher. That's what they do. Microsoft is a third-party publisher. That's what they do. That's what they do. Y'all wanted them to buy a whole bunch of studios, right? So they started buying publishers. And what do you know? Lo and behold, now that they've bought these publishers, they want to actually make money from these publishers. You guys are leeches and parasites. That's exactly what the fuck y'all are on Xbox. Y'all are leeches and parasites, bro. They can't make no money off of Xbox, nigga. All they do when it comes to the Xbox console is try to fucking recoup Game Pass costs from you niggas. That's what they've been trying to do this entire time, and it still ain't working. It ain't working because there's not enough of you niggas to subscribe, bro. AMD came out and they said they have finally sold 100 million, bro. When it comes to these console chips and shit that they make, they finally sold 100 million of them motherfuckers. And you know what PlayStation came out and said? PlayStation came out and said, yeah, nigga, we ship like 75 million, nigga. I mean, and if we just doing basic math, 75, 25, 100, give or take, maybe a mil or two or something like that. What do you end up with? Like 25 to 27 million consoles in 4 fucking years? What the fuck do y'all expect Microsoft to do with that? What do you expect Xbox to do with that? What do you expect them to do with that when they just spent 80 billion on one publisher and 8 billion on the other publisher? What do you expect them to do with that? You expect them to make games exclusive to you niggas that want to play it within a fucking subscription service, nigga? Is that what you telling me? Yo, this shit is madness, bro. This is absolute fucking madness, bro. And it's like, dog, why is it so easy to fool niggas these days, bro? Or is it that it's not easy to fool niggas, but niggas will go anywhere that's saying what they want to hear? like what they want to believe? Is that what the case is at this point? I mean, because the simple fact of the matter is, Hi-Fi Rush didn't sell. Pentiment didn't sell. Grounded didn't sell. Sea of Thieves, I don't even know what to tell you about that shit. I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro. I don't see a single person playing that shit on fucking PlayStation. But apparently at some point it charted, right? I mean, what else has Microsoft put out for you? They put out Starfield. Did y'all go out and buy Starfield? You didn't. You didn't, because I think Starfield charted at one point and never charted again, nigga. We never seen it back on the charts again. So they got some initial sales from the people who paid to have early access to that bullshit ass game. And then that's it. That's where the game fell the fuck off. We know Forza doesn't sell. Yeah. Tell me about the players and all of this shit. And yeah, tell me all about it, bro. Tell me all about it, nigga. The simple fact of the matter is, Xbox shouldn't need to do what it's doing, but it's doing it. It's doing it. At this point, you guys have made PlayStation gamers a more viable option than you, the Xbox gamer. That's not the PlayStation gamers' fault, bro. That is y'all fault as Xbox gamers. As y'all who claim to love the brand, as y'all who claim, because every time you talk to any of these Xbox dudes, what's the first thing that they always say? When you ask them, when did they jump on board with the Xbox? They always tell you the OG. I was here for the OG. Okay, if you're here for the OG, you like the brand and shit like that, what made you stop buying games? Because you claim that you still love the games that they make. What made you stop buying games? What made you say, I'm going to use the subscription service as my primary way to play? What made you make that turn? What made you make that turn? And it's funny because they truly, at this point, they truly want you to believe that they don't even look. It's funny. They don't even want you to believe that PlayStation is on par with Xbox. They want you to believe that Xbox is like blowing PlayStation out of the water. This is the perception that they're trying to create. This is the narrative that they're trying to create about Xbox at this point, talking about PlayStation has no games. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Like, are you seriously kidding me, bro? Between the first party, third party, and second party games, dog, Xbox has been getting dusted consistently this entire generation, even up to this particular point. Again, I tell you guys all the time, if PlayStation ain't putting out something first party, they're putting out something that's considered second party, or they're putting out something that's third party and exclusive to the PlayStation. There has never been a situation where I have been looking at PlayStation any of these years of the PlayStation 5 life cycle and saying, dog, I ain't got nothing to play. Bro, I ain't got nothing to play, bro. I ain't no games coming out, bro. That be y'all stupid ass that be like, ain't no games coming. It's dry out here, nigga. It be mad fucking games and y'all niggas be like, it's dry, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Get your stupid ass out here, bro. And once again, I'm never gonna let y'all niggas take credit for fucking Doom, nigga. Is you fucking crazy? How the fuck y'all taking credit for a game that was gonna be that was gonna be created with or without Microsoft, nigga? The fuck are we talking about, nigga? Like, y'all niggas try hard to allow these niggas to buy a victory, nigga. Buy a fucking multi-plat game and be like, dog, but it's first party now. It's first party now, nigga. Like, no, it's still fucking multi-plat, nigga. That's what the fuck it is. It's still the same goddamn multi-plat that was gonna be multi-plat before Microsoft decided that they wanted to spend $8 billion to buy fucking ZeniMax, nigga. That's what the fuck it is. Just like fucking Call of Duty. Call of Duty is the same fucking multi-plat game that was always going to be multi-plat, whether or not Microsoft decided to spend 80 billion on these motherfuckers or not, bro. Can we finally cut this bullshit out, dog? What's up, Xavery? Can we cut this bullshit out? Can we please stop with this fucking nonsense? Because that's exactly what the fuck it is. It is absolute fucking nonsense, bro. It's absolute nonsense, nigga. Every game you make up is after Microsoft went and spent some fucking money, dog. Every game that you bring up logically is shit that, and the funny part about it now is now PlayStation gamers are getting all of these games. They're getting all of these games without fucking asking for them. Nigga, PlayStation didn't ask for Forza Horizon, nigga. But guess what? That shit is now on the horizon, nigga. They feel like you guys are such terrible fucking customers that they need to put this game on a platform where people will go and fucking buy it, dog. And again, you got some stupid people out here. This is what they are. They are stupid fucking people. They're like, oh, but now it's gonna be Microsoft Forza versus GT. No, it's not, nigga. It really isn't, dog. It really isn't, bro. There's a ton. Let me break something to you, and I know this is probably not what you want to hear right now, but there are many fucking racing games. Many racing games. And I'm talking about racing games that sell much better than fucking Forza, that are already third party, already multi-plat, already on the fucking PlayStation, bro. Nigga, Microsoft is doing nothing more than taking your talking points away and giving them to PlayStation fans. That's all Microsoft is doing for you. They're giving PlayStation fans all of your talking points, because the simple fact of the matter is y'all don't give a fuck about Forza. You only cared to compare Forza to GTA, which never ended well for you. Never ended well for you, to the point where you guys were getting mad at Digital Foundry for telling you the fucking truth. I mean, it just is what it is. Sorry. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. And I mean, that's where we are now. You guys are in the fuck around and find out. Well, you're in the find out portion of the fuck around and find out scenario here, right? Y'all have fucked around for years. Y'all have showed people how to get multiple years of Game Pass. Y'all have showed people how to buck the system. Y'all have showed people how to not spend money with Microsoft. And now Microsoft is looking to spend money or looking to get money with Nintendo and PlayStation. And it does nothing for you. For some reason, you have this perception that PlayStation fans are angry about getting more games. Y'all somehow have worked this out in your little fucking pea-brain minds. Shout out to True Witty. He says, I sold my Xbox sick. This console sucks, sadly. I'm gonna be real with you, True Witty. I'm gonna be real with you, True Witty, bro. The Xbox has always been fucking trash. It has always been trash. Xbox fucked up and showed people what their marketing strategy is. Showed how they're using journalists, how they're using media outlets. And the simple fact is people didn't fall for it. People didn't fall for it. It's very unfortunate for Xbox, but Xbox took a really fucking silly risk and it did not pay out. The Series S was probably the worst thing that could have possibly happened to the Xbox series of consoles. And even to this day, y'all niggas try to pretend that it ain't the Xbox Series S that's holding back whatever potential the Xbox Series X had, because again, I still don't believe that the Series X even had much potential, to be honest with you. I don't think that the Series X had much potential possibilities. Ever since that Hot Chip show, the one thing that I ain't hear a lot of people talking about is they said how terribly hard it was going to be for them to do ray tracing before that shit even dropped, before that console even dropped. If y'all go back and look at that Hot Chip shit that they was doing, I guess it was some sort of a conference or something where they talk about the tech or whatever that was in the Xbox. Nigga, they was talking about how crazy it was going to be to do fucking ray tracing. And guess what? They were absolutely fucking right. They were absolutely fucking right. The Xbox Series X sucked at doing ray tracing. But for some reason, the stupid idiots, they lied to themselves and tricked themselves into thinking that it was PlayStation that was holding back the Xbox. You know, to a certain degree, like, I know these people aren't this stupid. I know they're not actually this stupid, right? But to a certain degree, I think if you lie to yourself enough, eventually you start to believe your own lies. Like, have you ever thought about something for a very long time and then you said to yourself, damn, was that actually true? Or did I make that shit up? I ain't gonna lie, I be doing that shit sometimes now. And it's not because I be intentionally trying to make something up, but I be like, yo, did I really hear that? Or is that something that just kind of changed over a period of time to something that, you know, I felt like was the truth? But it is what it is. They ran with that PlayStation can't do ray tracing for like a year. Yeah, all of that shit was all plotted and planned. All of the negative shit that we heard about PlayStation was plotted and planned. They planned all of the negative smear campaigns that they were going to run against PlayStation. And the bad part about it is none of it actually helped Xbox. Them niggas had people literally, I'm talking about, I kid you not, they had people who have nothing to do with the gaming space, people who are literally not in the gaming space. They had them asking, if you stand up the PlayStation, will the liquid metal leak out? Like, they really had people believing that shit. And I asked one of the dudes who was telling me that, I was like, where the hell did you hear that shit from? And he was like, oh, yo, it was going around in the forum on Facebook and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, bruh, you've come to my house. You've literally seen all of my PlayStation standing up. Nigga, have you seen liquid metal leaking out of any of them? Well, nah, but that's the reason why I wanted to ask you. Nigga, why would you ask me some nonsense like that? Why would you ask me some nonsense like that? Shout out to John Baptiste. Avowed can't even do 60 FPS on the Series S, but yet they want me to believe it can run Black Myth Wukong. Man, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I was never interested in Avowed, so I never had any interest when it finally came out. When I looked at that game and what it had to offer, I think I was cool on that shit. I was cool on that shit long before it ever dropped. That's just to be realistic, bro. And the thing is, I'm never gonna force myself to have fun with a game. That's the reason why I dropped that fucking that high game, High on Life or whatever. Bro, that game got so goddamn stale and boring. Bro, it just felt so empty. It felt so, the world felt empty. Like, they were talking about all of the pointless jokes, you know, and I was just like, ugh, dude, this is the reason why I never went out and fucking copped this game the second that it came to fucking PlayStation, because I had a feeling just based on the little bit that I watched Persona play. Like, I was just like, yo, this game looks so bland and so fucking dead, bro. And you got niggas who was pretending to like that game because they got it on the fucking, I guess Game Pass. The shit was on Game Pass or something like that. And I'm just like, dog, I can't make myself like something because it's in the service. I just can't do it. And that game is like a fucking 2-pack of ass, bro. It's definitely a 2-pack of ass. Avowed can't even do 60 FPS. Oh, okay. No, I did see that one. Hold on. Let me put this here just to be clear. All of these bullshit talking points. Fact. Sick is sick. Nah, actually, no, I'm good. I'm good. I was sick for like a week though. I was definitely sick for like a week, nigga. I felt like I had the chicken flu or something like that, nigga. Some of this bird shit. Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Hold on. Real quick. Let me ask y'all a question. How is it that they've convinced us that these birds having this flu or whatever is the reason why the price of eggs is going up? Let me ask y'all a question. Why is it never other parts of the chicken that have a problem, right? The reason why I ask that is, right, like quarter legs, you know what I'm saying? You marinate them joints in some jerk sauce, nigga, hit that bitch with the slap your mama seasoning, nigga. Oh, man. Throw that bitch on a grill, nigga. Them quarter legs is fucking amazing, right? But you never hear about there being a problem or a shortage with quarter legs. We heard of there being a shortage of wings. We've heard all kind of silly shit, right? But it's never really a shortage of chicken breasts. Like, it's never really a shortage of chicken thighs. It's never a shortage of fucking drumsticks. But nigga, it's always a shortage of fucking eggs and chicken wings, bruh. Dog, are they making chickens where these motherfuckers only grow wings and fucking lay eggs? Like, y'all gotta fill me in on this one, bruh, because I've been trying to figure this shit out, and I can't figure it out, dog. It got me fucked up. I ain't gonna even lie. Shit got me fucked up a little bit, because I'm like, dog, what the fuck is really going on? What the fuck is really going on, bro? Like, I really I really don't know what the fuck is going on, bro. I'm like, yo, nigga, there is never a shortage of fucking legs. There's never a shortage of thighs. There's never a shortage of breasts. There's never a shortage of quarter legs. There's never a fucking there's never a shortage in these little fucking hens that they be selling either, like the Cornish hens. It's never a shortage in that shit either. I'm just like, bro, nigga, the flu is targeting the wings and the eggs, nigga. Like, god damn. Yo, that's just a little side. That's just a little side, bro. That's just a little side. That's some shit that I was thinking about, bro. And I could never get past how crazy it is, dog. I could never get past how crazy it is. Oh man. Oh shit. Oh boy. Yo, shout out to the world, dog. We are in a mess, dog. Like, we are fucked up right now. We don't even know it, dog. Like, it's coming. Oh man. Yo, this nigga Crap Gamer lives in some fucking alternate universe too. Yo, this motherfucker said, not true at all. Xbox One sold a respectable 58 to 60 million. When? Where? By what estimates? Nah. By what estimates, nigga? Like, believe me, bro? Trust me, bro? Like, what the hell is he talking about? What the hell is he talking about, nigga? Like they could barely fucking sell Xboxes, dog. They couldn't sell the series, the Xbox One X, right? And motherfuckers been stopped buying the Xbox One S and the fucking in the OG. So what is he talking about? Continued to sell into the 60 million. Yo, man, y'all better go get y'all mans, man. I gotta tell Thrash to get his mans, dog. Tell him to get his mans. Oh man. Shout out to Indiana Jones, nigga. Indiana Jones about to drop on the PlayStation soon, man. Shout out to these niggas. You know what's crazy? I'm gonna tell you what's crazy, right? Saros, Wolverine, Ghost of Yote, Intergalactic, Death Stranding 2 on the beach, AI Limit, Lost Soul Aside. Now, keep in mind, I heard that PlayStation gamers are down bad. This is what I heard. I heard PlayStation gamers is down bad, but all the games that I just named are not dropping on Xbox. Isn't that crazy? Nigga, they talking about some old ass possible Gears of War collection, some old ass Halo collection, Forza Horizon that nobody asked for, possible flight simulator that nobody asked for, Age of Mythologies that nobody asked for. That shit is what Microsoft's trying to make money off of on the PlayStation. We ain't asked for that, big dog. We no ask for that. We no ask for that, player. Not at all. Not at all. Would I purchase a Gears trilogy? I think maybe a Gears trilogy might be the only thing that I would purchase from out of that. I don't give a fuck about no Indiana Jones. Forza, I don't care for it too tough either. Halo, I'm cool. So truthfully, out of that bunch, the only thing that I would probably be interested in would be a Gears of War collection. None of that other shit. All that other shit, y'all can keep that. I'm gonna just be real with you, big dog. I'm gonna be real with you, fam. I really don't care for it. As per Circana, which I guess is they're the ones that, you know, Matt Piscatella, all that good shit. PS5 lifetime unit sales are 7% ahead of PS4's pace, while Xbox Series trails Xbox One by 18%. So the Xbox Series of consoles it's not even outselling the Xbox One consoles. I thought that was the most hilarious thing ever, bro. I thought that was hilarious to me, man. This is really Sega for Xbox. That's really what this is. This is really Sega for Xbox. To be honest with you, I would love to see Xbox truly get out of this market. I've heard people say, nah, I'd rather have Xbox competing. Those days are over, dog. Those days are over. We can move past that, bro. We ain't even got to talk about that shit no more for real. We ain't even got to talk about it no more for real. We are way beyond let's be competition. When you've decided to put your first party games, you've willingly decided to put your first party games on a quote unquote competing platform. Yeah, there's no more competition there, big dog. None whatsoever. At this point, they are just trying to stay relevant. They are just trying to stay alive. They are just trying to be mentioned in the gaming space at this point. It's no longer about that hardware. We can cut that shit the fuck out of here. Nobody will miss an Xbox. Nobody will miss an Xbox. I'm sorry. That whole handheld thing, not gonna work. Nintendo, I hate to say it, but they already dominate that space, and we have plenty of PC handhelds that already have full access to Microsoft's games, which makes Microsoft jumping into this rink obsolete. It's fucking obsolete. So all of that handheld talk, let's cut that the fuck out. Let's get that the fuck out of here. We're no longer gonna speak that stupid ass language anymore. We're gonna get back to realization and fucking facts here. We're gonna cut this out. This is not going to be something where Microsoft makes a handheld and all of a sudden it's just going to be this beloved device and everybody is going to want to jump on this and play some bullshit ass games. It's not going to fucking happen, bro. Only people who get props for making mediocre shit is fucking Nintendo, nigga. So if anybody is going to get the arbitrary, you're doing a good job, pat on the back, that's going to be Nintendo. That's not going to be Microsoft. I'm sorry, we can't have two mediocre motherfuckers in the space. That's the reason why Xbox is doing so bad now, because they are just trying to be here. As a matter of fact, they went as far as to saying that our fans are some broke bitches. Like, they literally told y'all niggas that without telling you that. They said we created these two SKUs for the people who can't afford the more expensive platform. Here's my thing. You never pander to people who can't actually purchase your products, dog. I'm gonna keep that a buck with you, bro. Like, if you believe that these folks can't afford games, you shouldn't be creating a box for them where they can't actually afford the games, because then you get into this circle jerk where now you gotta pretend like subscription services are fucking good when nobody stays subscribed to subscription services, bro. Nigga, I subscribe and unsubscribe from Netflix, Hulu, all of these motherfuckers, bro. I subscribe to them bitches and unsubscribe. Anytime the fucking price go up, I unsubscribe, nigga. I unsubscribe, dog. And right now, Netflix, I think these niggas is losing their fucking mind. Between them and Disney Plus, them niggas have lost their fucking mind. They just decide we gonna up the price multiple times per year, nigga. Who the fuck y'all think y'all targeting with that? Who the hell do y'all think is finna keep these services, bro? That's what I really want to know. That's what I want to know, because it becomes a conversation of, is this a value now? That's what it becomes. It becomes a situation of, is this a value still, right? If you don't feel like you're getting your money's worth out of a service, why the fuck would you keep it? And I'm pretty sure people have these conversations with themselves out all the fucking time. Nigga, these are the same ass boring ass old games that I already don't want to play, bro, but you putting these shits in the service. Why do you feel like I'm gonna stay subscribed to this service? Why do you think I'm gonna keep paying for this service? And it's only gonna get worse now that the people who paying for the service, right, they're looking at all of these games walk away from the platform, walk away from being exclusive to the platform, and that does nothing but piss them off even further. Of course, they're trying to pretend now, like, I understand, multiplats is better for the industry, and Microsoft is a business at the end of the day, and they are trying to make money, so I understand why they're putting their games everywhere. No, you don't. You don't understand why they're putting their games everywhere. You were the same people that were clapping, applauding, cheering for Microsoft purchasing these publishers when y'all did think that shit was going to be exclusive. It's when y'all found out that it wasn't going to be exclusive that it broke y'all's little heart. It broke y'all's little heart. It broke your heart to know that you couldn't say that Call of Duty was going to be exclusive. It's breaking your heart to see that Indiana Jones is going over to PlayStation. It's breaking your little heart to even fathom that Forza, a game that y'all sit and talk so much shit about, yet never fucking purchased the game, right? You know, that shit is killing y'all. That game is going over to PlayStation. And the fact of the matter is, nobody on PlayStation asked for that shit. They willingly brought it over to PlayStation because they could not make the money that they was looking to make from y'all niggas. This was their decision. They decided that PlayStation gamers are more important than Xbox feelings. Yes. PlayStation gamers are now more valuable to Xbox than Xbox gamers. I mean, damn. You know, it's a hard pill to swallow. It truly is. No, it truly is. It's a hard pill to swallow when you think about it. But y'all ask for this over and over and over again. Game Pass was designed to be a service where you could try games, and if you like those games, then you would go ahead and buy those games. But y'all decided that that's not exactly what you wanted to use it for. You wanted to use it to subsidize your gaming hobby. You wanted to pay one flat fee and never buy a game again in your life. Never support a game again in your life. But then you are the ones that are confused. You guys are confused when games totally skip the platform. Why? Why are you confused that games are totally skipping the platform? When you know you're not contributing to the success of these titles. I mean, I'm just saying. You know, I know I'm on my soapbox right now, but literally, these are things that I've thought about. I've thought about how it's even possible for y'all to get mad. Like, y'all truly get mad about games going to another platform when y'all refuse to buy them on the platform that y'all are on. I remember y'all did all types of math saying if X amount of people subscribed, then Xbox would be making this amount of money per year. Y'all didn't take into account any of the money that it was going to actually take to keep games coming into the service. Even though Microsoft owns shit like Call of Duty, it still costs money to put Call of Duty into Game Pass. They have to now look at this revenue that they are losing and figure out how they're going to make that revenue up. They believe that they're going to be able to make that revenue up by adding PlayStation and Nintendo, right? But the fucked up part about this is y'all still don't seem to know who Nintendo gamers are. Y'all still believe that Nintendo gamers just want to play Call of Duty, huh? We've been down this road before. Nintendo gamers don't give a fuck about Call of Duty. It's not going to be enough to subsidize Call of Duty going into Game Pass. And what is going to happen? Well, they're going to stop putting Call of Duty in Game Pass. It's going to happen. It's just not going to be feasible. It's not going to be feasible for them to continue to do that. It's not feasible for them to put Doom into fucking Game Pass. It's not feasible for them to do it. Again, they're giving it a shot. They couldn't make it work with Call of Duty, but boy, they might make it work with Doom, right? That shit ain't gonna work, man. That shit is not gonna work. Doom is already a game that wasn't selling very well on Xbox. It was the highest selling game. It sold the best on PlayStation. Just like Kingdom Come Deliverance sold the best on PlayStation. I mean, I'm sorry to tell you, but y'all niggas are y'all are failing across the board. 86% of Kingdom Come Deliverance sales were on the PS5. It's not profitable. I'm not gonna lie, just really, Royal, I just read that in your fucking voice. It's not profitable, Sick. Profitable. So, here's what I would say. Xbox fans, you fucked up. Shout out to Siriu. Appreciate the super chat. You notice how games they hype up like Doom don't ever really sell that well? Well, here's the thing. Doom never really sold that well to begin with. That's what I don't understand. People have this misconception that Doom is this super fucking overly popular game when the new revamped Dooms were created, they weren't selling very well. It was always fucking confusing because you would think that the shit would sell best on fucking PC of all places, right? But the games never really sold well. That's why I don't understand where this disingenuous ass hype is coming from now. I don't get it. I don't know where the fuck it's coming from. Appreciate you, Serial. Hold on, let me make sure I ain't missed something because I sold my Xbox sick. Shout out to John Baptiste. You notice how the games they hype up. Let's see, he better get ready for buck cheek busting. Yeah, he better. They do it for super chat, sick. Serial, I have no idea what you meant by that they do it for super chats, because I didn't say Siri, bitch. Jesus Christ, quit listening to me. Tired of your AI ass. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Yes. Hold on. Let me get back to it. Kingdom Come Deliverance tops 2 million copies sold in less than 2 weeks. Woo-wee. Good job, Kingdom Come, right? Right, guys? Right? Good job, Kingdom Come Deliverance, guys. All right. Hold on. As per Push Square, and I use Push Square very lightly, very, very lightly. The latest physical UK charts is in, and new arrival Civilization 7 almost makes it to the tip top, beaten only by the ever popular EA Sports FC 25. The strategy sim makes a commendable debut at number 2. Almost half of the physical copies sold were for PS5. Sheesh. So you mean to tell me over half the copies sold of this PC-esque ass game was on PS5? Elsewhere, the acclaimed Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has moved down from 1st to 3rd in its 2nd week, with the PS5 version making up 86%. Holy shit. Holy shit. That is crazy. Bro, 100 million AMD consoles sold, PS5 sold 75, Steam Deck sold 3. So Xbox, well, math isn't good. Here's the thing, it's not just that. I think the Asus ROG,
those Steam Decks don't count. Those
I
Asus
think-
ROG Steam, they're talking about console.
I think the
They're not talking
Asus
about
ROG
These
still,
portable PCs.
well, the thing is, I think they're talking about chips, period. And
No,
if
they're
that-
talking about console chips. They're not talking about these portable PCs. Because if you're gonna add that, you might as well add PC GPUs. That's not what they're talking about.
No. But it would be for the ones that came out. Well, I guess it really wouldn't be near this generation anyway, because the Steam Deck is fairly old at this point.
Yeah, it wouldn't be no Steam Deck. They're talking about console GPUs.
Yeah, it would be fairly old at this point. Even then, I'm telling y'all, PC gamers in the West don't buy shit. Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what's crazy sick? Only dudes I've been hearing hyping up this Kingdom Come game is PC dudes. I can't even hear PlayStation guys talking about this game. I thought that it would be like 90% PC.
Nah, I didn't like the first one, so you wouldn't have heard me talking about that shit. No, sir.
I ain't never played one of them. That shit, when I seen it as first person, I wasn't interested.
No, sir. Honestly, I'm getting to a point in my life where I think I'm growing out of first person games, bro.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of them. I don't play them shit.
I truly believe this because every first person game that I played, shit just felt off. It's not that you can't play them, it's just they feel fucking off, bro. I don't know. It's really fucking weird, man. I need to jump back into VR. Maybe that'll put me back into perspective here, because I do want to play this Alien game in VR. I haven't cared for first person shit for a while. See? Okay, so it ain't just me then. This seems like a fucking epidemic at this point. This seems like a fucking epidemic. I love first person, but not on console. What's the difference? Is there a difference between first person on console and PC? Or is it... Well, it can't really be mouse, because you could use the mouse and keyboard on the PlayStation. And I'm sure you can use it on the Xbox as well. So what's the actual difference?
Sick. I've heard people say that. I don't get it because it's still first person no matter what kind of device you play it on. I'm trying to figure out what's the difference.
Oh nah, he said it's the mouse and keyboard. Nah, you can hook mouse and keyboard up to your PlayStation. So
Exactly.
I don't really see that as being a benefit. Maybe the higher frames, maybe the higher refresh rate. Maybe.
It's all the same. It's the interactiveness of it that takes me out.
Nah, see, my biggest problem with like keyboard and mouse, bro, is there's no vibration in keyboard and mouse, my nigga.
No, I don't mean. Well, that is true, but I wasn't talking about keyboard and mouse.
I need that though.
I was just talking about first person in general. Like,
oh, gotcha.
There's a disconnect that I have with it nowadays. You know what I mean? It's like it's supposed to make you more connected to the game, like it's first person, like you're the person seeing this. But for some odd reason, now it's actually tearing me away from it. Like I'm like, this seems clunky.
I feel the same.
You know what I mean?
It's rare. It's rare for me to see a first person game with great hand-to-hand combat. That shit just does not look right.
I mean, why y'all think I was shitting on Cyberpunk so much? The story is great. You know what I'm saying?
That gameplay was trash, but that shooting was horrible.
Exactly.
That shit was horrible.
That shit is terrible, bro. Like that shit actually takes me out of the game more than anything. Like it's weird. Like I was into the story. I was feeling the struggle, all that shit. But just the gameplay. Every time it switched to actual playing the game, I'm not a fan. It's weird. So I mean, maybe it's also because we experience good VR now too. They're like, you know what? This is how first person should be. Fuck
I'm thinking that's what it is too. Yeah.
Fuck holding a controller while I'm in first person. The only game that I can still do that with, and maybe it's just because of repetitiveness, but Call of Duty and shit. Yep. Yeah, is the only ones still that I could do that with. But it's in spurts. I can't even play it for like hours no more. Like I do it for a solid hour. I'm like, I can't. I gotta go play something else. Like I can't do it. I don't know what it is. It's just.
You know what my thing is? Man. I'm gonna tell you what my thing is, man. And I think it really boils down to I'm getting old, and I think eventually I'm probably gonna move away from gaming as much as I do. And this is a revelation that I had as I was sitting back going through all the games and kind of looking for a game to play. I said, dog, none of this shit moves me, bruh. None of it. And I'm gonna tell you one thing that really bothers me now is maybe I'm tripping, or maybe y'all can let me know maybe I'm not tripping, but these color palettes that they're using in these games are just fucking miserable ass color palettes, bro. They look very gray and washed out, and that shit actually bothers me to a certain degree.
Well, I do see a certain subset of games that continually do that. It's always like, it's almost like the same art style almost. that quasi double A, almost triple A type of game, but not really type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it has this cartoony, not too cartoony look at the same time type of game, and you're like, I've seen this somewhere before. Can't put my hands on it, but I've seen you before. You know what I mean? And then you disassociate yourself with what you're seeing. You're like, I've seen you before. I'm not impressed. But I mean, usually that's what it is now, especially now, I think. I don't know, it's because we've been alive for too long. We played too many games to where we're not impressed. You know what I mean? It has to be something worthwhile to hold your attention. And I think that's what that really is, because that's how I've been for quite some time. You got to be worthwhile to hold my attention now. I'm not just going to turn on a game and play it and shit. You know what I mean?
Yo, I tried that shit. I definitely tried that shit. Shout out to True Witty. He said, yo, Sony low-key spoiled us with that DualSense. I need it on all games. It feels lacking without it. I agree. A lot of the DualSense features, they really do add to the game, and you see it, like you really see it with like Sony's first party games and shit like that. And I do feel a little weird when it's not implemented, or if it's implemented and it's just not implemented correctly. I really do feel it. I'm truly hoping that Nintendo comes out with something that's really fucking good, because the one thing that they do is they master these color palettes, bro. Their games always look vibrant and you know, upbeat, uplifting and shit like that. So I'm hoping that they really do that, because like I said, I wasn't really planning, and I'm still not at the moment planning on getting a Switch 2. But nigga, if they have some shit with some color in it, bro, like some real shit with some color in it, I think I'm gonna fuck around and get a Switch just for that shit, dog. Because I need something to break the fucking monotony, bro.
I got a tinfoil hat fucking theory on why they look like that. I think if they actually use like more pleasing color palettes and all this other shit, the game wouldn't look good. It looks good where it's at. If they do more, it wouldn't look good. Like, you know what I mean? It's systematic almost. Like that's why they all look the same to us. You know what I mean? It's kind of systematic. Like, hey, we have to do it for it to look this good. If we do any more, if we actually try and do some real shit, it's just not gonna look good. There's a formula to this shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's the way. Like,
there's a recent game that just came out that's really colorful. You got a lot of colors. Bright, vibrant colors.
You talking about Astrobot?
No.
That's true though. I mean,
Avowed got some.
Oh
good
nah.
Man,
I'm cool. I'm cool, bro.
Hey, Avowed
fit. You said you wanted some bright colors, Dick.
Bro, Avowed fit to that category that I was saying so perfectly with the not really double A, but not really triple A type of, like, it feels like I'm describing a Valve without actually talking about it. But you brought it up, I didn't. You know what I'm saying? But a Valve feel like one of those for me, where it's not really triple A, but it looks almost double A and kind of in the middle type shit.
Hey, what did Matt Booty say? He said we're gonna make double A games that feel triple A or some shit.
Hey, well, there you go.
Hey, there you go.
Nah, from what I've seen with that game, it don't feel triple A. You know what's so crazy about the shit that I was hearing about that game is that niggas is like, hey, this is the game that you play when you ain't really got nothing else to play. This is like the in-between game. Like, if you waiting for something else to come out, you can play this game, but that's all it's really good for. I'm like,
hey, it's this game. Didn't Skyrim come out on the 360?
Yeah.
Right. They said that there's gameplay mechanics in this game, in Skyrim, that this game still don't have. Like, you can't interact with the environments. The NPCs don't move around. There's no romance options. It said this is like a low budget Skyrim.
I mean, how could they? I mean, y'all really do know that it does take money to make these games work and function, right? Like,
Harris said this is the best acquisition Microsoft ever made with Obsidian.
Man. You know what? I'm gonna let y'all have it. I feel like I be going at that. I feel like I go at that nigga every time we get on this bitch.
When I saw that tweet, I was like, you know what, man? There's no way he believed that.
No, I mean, I
There's
don't
no
know
way.
why y'all's like response hasn't been whatever you say for him.
Yeah, at this point,
Like,
that's
at
what
this
it
point,
is.
like, you know what I mean? Whatever you say.
Yo, and then people found his old tweets, digging up his old tweets where he totally contradicted himself, and it's like, I mean, he literally, his opinion literally changes every time Microsoft changes their business strategy, and it's like, does he work for them? Like, I don't.
Well, that's the reason why I
Maybe he
don't take
does.
anything that he says serious. I mean, if y'all do, that's all good and well. But I've heard this nigga backtrack so many fucking times, say this is good, nope, now it's not good, now it's good again, nope, now it's not good. And it's anything that really goes with the interest of Microsoft. If it's in the interest of Microsoft, he likes it, he goes with it, he goes with the flow. So, you know, I mean, that's what you're getting, bro. Like, at this point, you can either, you can try to fight it, but me personally, I much rather say that, you know, just let that nigga have his opinion, bro, and keep it moving, dog.
Yeah, I mean, because it's over. What is there left to say? Whatever you say, Paris. Whatever you say. You know what I mean?
It ain't over. It ain't over. It's the
What's
publishing
left,
war
bro?
now, man. It's the publishing war. That ain't even console war no more.
I mean, but they ain't winning that. But they ain't winning that either. Like, because now it's a public. Like, now they fuck with third party. There's a lot of talented third party motherfuckers out there, bro.
Exactly.
Come on, man. You ain't.
They acting like it's just that's right.
For real. Like, you know
they acting like it's just PlayStation versus. They acting like it's Sony versus Microsoft publishing. No, it's Microsoft versus EA and Ubisoft and all that shit. Yeah.
Capcom will smack the shit out of you for talking crazy.
Exactly.
Are you crazy? Like, you know who they are? They pillars. You know what I mean? You just got here and you bought your way here. Like, you don't relax. You know what I mean? It's over, bro. Like, the publishing war. Like, really? Like, you really think you one of the baddest ones right now because you acquired two of the most, you know, every yearly fucking release type games? You think you're doing something?
Imagine this. Imagine selling a game on your platform that you have zero money invested in, bro, but you getting 30%, a 30% cut. Now, what y'all niggas don't think about is, out of that 70% that Microsoft is getting, they have to account for the production of the game. Now, how much of that percentage is coming out of that 70?
I mean, it depends on the type of game.
There's a cost associated with making a video game, right? So you're right.
No.
Well, of course.
There is a cost associated.
It's a massive cost.
But motherfuckers don't never really want to have the real conversation. The real conversation is, now we got this pie that's 70%. How much for the marketing budget? Just percentage wise.
Almost as much as the game usually.
Okay. And let's say the game. What game are we gonna say? We're gonna say let's say Forza.
It can't be that much to make Forza.
Yeah, but it's still,
you got to pay for them car licenses. Them car licenses ain't cheap.
I mean, it still costs money.
Cost more than
it costs money.
So out of that 70%, how much we taking out for the cost of development?
I mean,
because you got to pay a team.
That 70% pays for literally everything.
No. It pays for everything, but let's break that shit down. You got a 70% pie. Now we're comparing it to Sony 30. Sony ain't got to do shit for their 30 except for let that bitch exist in the store. They do nothing else beyond that, and they literally take the 30%. So now you got the 70% on Microsoft end. They have to account for the studio that's going to be doing the porting of that game, right? Now let's just say what are we looking at the cost of that?
I mean,
maybe 10%.
How deep you want to go? Like the cost of keeping that building lit while they work, because it costs money to do that. That's what I'm saying. Like they are responsible for everything. They're responsible for that team existing, paying their monthly salary, keeping their building afloat, the marketing of the game, the actual build of the game that actually makes the game exist. But that's not the same thing as development costs. It's wild. Like I said, development costs is all this other shit that has nothing to do with actually developing a game. You know what I mean? Cost of voice actors, if there is any. Cost of, you know what I mean?
Well, these are games being ported, so all of that shit has already been paid for. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even thinking of that or adding that into the equation.
I mean,
what I'm doing is I'm breaking down that 70% And then I'm telling you, 30% of pure unadulterated profit versus what? Maybe the same 30% that they might be taking after they pay all their fucking bills.
I don't know if they get that much once they pay everything.
I mean, it might be less if it fail. If it fails, it's gonna be less.
That's what I'm saying. Like the 30%. See, that's what's beautiful about that 30% is guaranteed. It's guaranteed.
No. And I'm not arguing the 30% at all.
You know what I mean?
I'm not arguing the 30% at all because I know that's pure unadulterated profit. What I'm saying though is Microsoft, who is accountable for this port, who is accountable for the development costs, who is accountable for the marketing, after they pay all of their bills, what percentage of that 70% are they looking at?
Let's say it do well, right? Let's say it do well first to where there is a percentage worth taking home, right?
Okay.
Because if it's a negative, then it's a mute point. There's no reason talking about it.
It ain't a mute point for PlayStation.
Oh, true, but we're not talking about PlayStation. They 30% is secured regardless of if the game bomb or if the game is successful. I'm still 30%, baby, of whatever the amount that bombs. I got 30% of it without having to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Without the fact that I have to deal with it bombing. No, it's just 30% off whatever it was. It sold 1 million in 6 months. Well, shit, I got 30% of that million for not doing a damn thing. It's just in my, it's just in my store. Like, so exactly. I'm winning regardless. But we're not talking about them. They win regardless. We're talking about Microsoft. For it to matter, it actually have to be a net positive, not a net negative.
No, absolutely, absolutely.
Right? It's a mute point, but net negative.
With you,
right?
just do some vague calculations. How much of that 70% do you think they take it home? And I'll give you a game too, just so you can kind of go based off whatever that game is, right? Let's say Forza. Let's say Forza. I think Forza would be a good thing to actually do this with because it has actual potential to be able to sell.
If they sell well, the cost of it, it's hard because it's
how much
not
you looking
the
at
cost
them
of
selling?
building
1
the
to
game,
2
right?
million within the next 6 months.
I say they probably would do better than that, to be honest with you. They might have 3 million or so within 6 months.
3 million sold within 6 months. Yeah. Okay. So 3 million sold 6 months. What price do you think is going to be sold for on the PlayStation? 59, 49.
What is it selling on an Xbox?
Shit, I don't know.
I'm thinking it's gonna be the same thing. I'm thinking it's gonna be the same exact cost. Whatever is selling on an Xbox, what's gonna be selling on a PlayStation.
Anybody know? You know what? I can look it up real quick. What is it? Forza Horizon 4? 5. Horizon 5. Xbox.
See, it's hard to also do this because we're not talking about a brand new game. We're talking about a port of a game. Like, how much does it cost to port a game? Because we're not counting, development costs to develop a game because it already exists, which is porting it. So how much does the port cost?
Well, here's where we are. Forza Horizon 5, $79.99 for the deluxe edition. So I'm assuming maybe $69.99 for the regular version.
Yeah, it'll sell at that price still.
Hold on, what? Let me go to Xbox.com because that'll tell me what it's selling digitally. Yeah,
I'm sure it's serious. I'm sure it's still labor, but what the cost of that labor is not the same as creating a game, right?
No, not at all.
So I don't really know the number on that. Because here's the wild part, right? Let's say if it's a brand new game. Let's say instead of Forza, we're talking a brand new day and date game, which of course is gonna happen. We know that for sure now, right? So something like that still is a little bit easier to break down because the cost of building a game and all that. At least we can speculate. I mean, think about this, right? Resident Evil 2 remake, not the new ones, but the remake a few years ago, that cost less than $100 million to make. But it cost like 200 something million overall because of advertising Capcom had to do. You know what I mean?
For sure.
All right. So if we say a game, I don't even want to talk about a Valve, but something similar to a Valve, like a day and date game, right? Let's say Xbox come out, they announce a new game, it's gonna be day and date everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Let's say it's in the same vein. It costs less than 100 million. But it costs overall about 200 million ish because of marketing, because of all this. They gotta do all of that. They gotta spend around $200 million on that game, where they get 70% of the amount on each unit back. So you could actually do the math on how many it would take at $70 for them to win, right? You know what I mean? Like you can actually have the math to do that. So it's actually easier to do that with a Microsoft game that's brand new than it is to do that with like a port, because we really don't know the cost of ports and all that kind of nonsense. The numbers get skewed. But we do know a brand new game that costs less than 100 million usually costs right around that, a little bit more to market it. So 200 and something million is what we're looking at if, let's say, Forza, the new one, costs around the same thing, which it won't. Forza costs way more for whatever reason, because of titles and all that type of shit, right?
Yeah, and all
the cars and all that.
Yeah, the licenses for the cars and shit. Well, right. Here's what I will say. Just from doing a little digging, it looks like Forza is $59.99 if you just want to buy the standard version, $79.99 if you want to buy the deluxe version, and $99.99 if you want to buy the premium version.
But of course, they still gotta actually do the port and market the port. If I knew that Thrash was trying to bet money that Xbox was gonna show up on the PlayStation show, I would have bet money it wouldn't. Because why would I do marketing for you, homie? You put your shit on my platform. You do the marketing. You would hear PlayStation be mentioned at Xbox all the time. You would never hear Xbox games be mentioned at a PlayStation studio.
Oh no, they said that. That's what Phil said. If I'm not mistaken from the thing, he says, he's something to the extent of he's just letting players know wherever they are where the games are going to be. So you're going to see PlayStation and Nintendo. Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, there you go.
Where you been at, Draco? Shit. Nigga, it's a rap. It's a super rap, nigga.
No, yeah, I'm saying,
it's
but I saw on Twitter that the other day you was like, before the show, that there's gonna be like Xbox stuff at PlayStation show. I was like, no, they would not.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, no, they would not, because why would they? If you put your shit on my show, on my platform, I'm not gonna be talking about you. Talk about it, motherfucker. You go on your Xbox show and mention my name so people know you coming to me.
What are we talking about now?
What the whole reason?
The way advertising work. The way advertising work, where Thrash.
Listen, I told multiple people they're gonna start seeing PlayStation logos at these Xbox shows, and they said they would never do it. I said, okay.
No, that's how you would do it. You would never see Xbox shit at PlayStation. You know what I mean? It's never the other way around.
There was a reason why I thought that, though. I believe it's because if anybody know just how third-party Microsoft already is, it's Sony. Just like they're showing regular other third-party games. You know what I'm saying? Like Xbox is no longer the competition. They are third-party, so they're like, hey. Come, let me claim 30%. Shit, somebody might be charging 40% to these thirsty ass niggas. You know?
You know the only time that could happen, it has to be a big enough deal for it to even happen. And when it happens, it's actually not gonna be like a quick mention. It's gonna be a big deal. They'll
Yeah.
you know
I would
actually
think
say,
it's going to What's
they'll
bigger than
say
Halo?
the name, like something like Halo. They
Yeah,
would say that shit. They
you
would
gonna
do
do.
that shit for Halo. But besides from that, no, you figured out the marketing. You figured out all this bullshit. I'm just trying to collect that 30%.
Mm-hmm.
For your sake, for your company's sake, you better fucking go on stage and mention my name, how you gonna be on my platform. You spread the words to your people about me. I'm not, you know what I mean? The best you
If
will
you want
get is that you'll show up on my store, motherfucker. Like I might do some marketing on a PlayStation for you. Like, you know, if you click on the PlayStation store, you might see, oh, try Forza or whatever. You know what I mean? That might
Nah,
be the best
they do
you
the
get from
sponsor
me.
shit all the time.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's what you'll get from me. You ain't gonna be on my stage talking about no Xbox shit. You
look,
know what I mean? Unless it's enough of a big deal for them to move. And when they move on it,
They
they
don't
want to
even
make
let
it a
them
big
on the
deal.
PlayStation Store. They say Microsoft Gaming. They don't even say Xbox. So
Yeah,
I
of
bet
course.
you
You know, but they
that,
recommend it.
that
You know what I mean? At least.
year's E-Day, nigga, will be
day
at
and
one of
date.
Sony shows. How much you want to bet?
Mm-hmm.
See,
I believe
that's
it.
something I wouldn't. That's something I wouldn't bet because that's something that could happen. It gotta be a big enough deal. You know what I mean? Like I said, it gotta be a big enough deal for Sony to actually
He switched this
focus on it.
to quick as shit, didn't
It's-
it? Nah, I ain't
No,
bet you
but
on
like I
that.
said, no. There's only so many. There's only so many like titles that's worth speaking about.
No
You know what I
fact.
mean? There's
Fact.
only like about 2 or 3 really.
Yeah,
Indiana
like what-
Jones isn't big enough for him to do that.
No.
There's only like 2 or 3 titles worthy of that, and that's where I'm like, okay, maybe. But
Fucking A,
just
yo.
to mention a random Xbox game, they're not gonna do that. They would never. No Hi-Fi Rush, none of that shit. They would never mention a random ass game. It has to be a big enough deal. But the moment that happens, it's over. As in you are third party to death. There's no more. Right now, motherfuckers still for whatever reason dancing around it. You know what I mean? But the moment they say, "Hey, bring these Halo motherfuckers up on stage, suck our dick on stage," you know what I mean? It's when it's over. It's when it's truly over. But right now, motherfuckers still like to dance around it for whatever reason.
Well, you know what they're doing now, nigga. What they're saying is that Xbox is saving PlayStation. That's what they say.
Yeah,
You know,
the same
It's
way
ridiculous.
EA is saving PlayStation and Ubisoft is saving PlayStation and
exactly.
Motherfucker,
Embracer is saving PlayStation and
Yeah.
Tencent is saving PlayStation and Epic
You
is
know-
saving PlayStation. Nigga.
You know why that's an issue? That's an issue ever since Phil wanted to talk about the industry, not Xbox. Every time he come on, he preferred to speak about the way we see the industry. Motherfucker, see your company first. And like now the fans are speaking exactly the same way he do. Really, Microsoft is trying to save Sony when they can't save themselves. Like,
With the same-
what the fuck we doing? Like, are you serious?
I mean,
They couldn't save themselves. They over here saving somebody else who don't need help. Like, you can't swim. What the fuck you mean? I'm the lifeguard. Like, what are you saving me for? Like,
exactly. Like even when they say like the industry is falling or industry is flat or the industry is shrinking, it's like no, nigga, you shrinking, and the reason why the industry is being affected is because you part of the industry. You know what I'm saying? Like you're shrinking, everybody else growing. So because you're shrinking, you're the one that's having the effect upon the industry in the first place. You know what I'm saying? It's your fault. Get the fuck out of the gaming space. Y'all the reason why it's being that way. It's like the nigga who in last place is saying that it wasn't fair that he's in last place, so he dragged everybody. Or the weakest nigga on your basketball team and putting up 30 shots and missing 29 of them, and then want to blame everybody on the team for the loss.
you know what it's almost like? You know what it's almost like? It's almost like getting into a rap beef, right? And then losing the rap beef, and then suing the industry for doing something that every rapper, you know, it's almost like that. It's almost like that.
Craziness. What was y'all on though? Nigga, I just jumped in. I didn't even know you was live.
Yeah, I didn't either. I just saw him.
Really? Just honestly talking about a whole bunch of shit, dog.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
we spent well, nah, I was solo when I did that, but I spent a nominal amount of time speaking about DC gaming.
Oh, word.
Oh Lord,
That's before I
fuck.
showed up. I ain't even...
Oh, that's so bad.
Yeah,
Craziness, bro.
it's bad, and there's no way to even flip it to say that it's good in any sense, or like he might have been done wrong or some shit like that. I'm like, nah.
I read that
told
whole
that.
shit.
I
Wow.
was told that.
That boy admitted. He he sat down with him and said, "All right, dog, I'm guilty." Not me.
I don't know mans like that. You know what I mean? I don't know mans like that, so I can't really speak on it. There's people saying this here and that there, and I'm
None
like,
of us
hey,
know him like that. That's why we all confused as fuck right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
Look like nigga. My God, damn, he had shows with his wife. This shit was going on for years. You know? My God, damn, bro, that's fuck. I was wondering where the nigga was at.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I said it a
I
few
thought,
times and then left it alone.
yeah, he brought it up a couple times. Nigga, like,
Yeah.
fuck is DC gaming at? That nigga quit. That nigga was in jail. Where the fuck that nigga was at? God damn. He ain't been locked up since 2022?
2022.
Damn.
But
Really?
this shit been going on since 2020.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, how time flies, right?
This nigga was on a round table, nigga, fresh off of a teenager. My nigga, that shit's wild, cuz. That shit wild.
Damn.
I feel like firing on cuz. It's just if I see him out for show, fire on this nigga, man. Real shit. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Shit, he in Valley now. Valley, what is it called?
Valley, where?
He is in Valley.
Oh, he ain't gonna
I
make
don't,
it.
nah, like the niggas in Cali do not play. I mean, I believe niggas everywhere don't play with that shit, but nigga, the Mexicans gonna be on this nigga, the blacks, the white, that nigga can't go nowhere. Nowhere.
Anywhere. Not that charge. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Not with that charge. You ain't
They gonna have to put that nigga in the honor dorm, bro.
Yeah, they even there. Yeah, even there, nigga. Well, as soon as he go to court, niggas gonna hunt that nigga. Nigga, California purposely put everybody going in the same bus to the court, my nigga, regardless of, and they give you these special colors, letting motherfuckers know, that you did some shit that need protection.
I feel like low key's on purpose.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%.
But it's one of those rare situations where I'm not mad at him for doing that. Like, I'm like, you know what?
Hey,
go ahead and let him know. Like, I don't understand.
One inmate on YouTube, nigga, that nigga was like, he was in court because he killed the nigga. He was like, yeah, I killed him. Shit, he over there bragging about fucking little kids. I told the motherfucker stop talking about it, and he didn't stop talking about it. So shit, I killed him. Niggas with a straight face, nigga said that shit. People in the comments like, hey, don't get that man no extra time. Yeah. Bragging about kids? Oh wow. You're like, come on.
I mean, really though, like think about it. If I'm 35 and I'm in here for 50 and I find out you was dealing kids, what's another 10 years gonna do, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
You know what I mean? Like, what's another 10, 20 years gonna do? I'm already in here until like I'm 80. Like, I don't really give a fuck.
That nigga saying until I'm 80. Jesus Christ.
If you in your 30s and you in there for 40 years, by the time you out, you 75, damn near 80. What you scared another 10, 15 more years for? You know what I mean?
Wait. Of all this shit, are any of y'all perturbed at the fact that this nigga's name is LaSalle Wisdom?
Wisdom. Yeah.
I'm like, dog. No, this could not have been a more fucked up name for you to have, bro.
Why he had to be wearing a Sony employee shirt when they arrested his ass?
Because that's where he worked.
Yeah, that's really good.
No, that's
I know he worked. I know he worked at Sony. I'm saying he had his Sony out. I'm just saying when I'm out doing whatever I'm doing, not that.
You know what I'm saying? Or when I'm out doing whatever I'm doing, I never wear my work insignias. Are you crazy?
Mm.
Let a motherfucker say something wild to you and you smack a motherfucker while wearing your company logo.
No,
It ain't
nigga,
gonna be pretty the next day. You know what I mean? You could just handle it yourself if you wasn't wearing all that, but now your boss is involved just because you had company shirt on. I'd never do that. That's
nigga,
not
you
something
can't
I would do.
me with a work shirt on doing something like nigga. Let's say nigga, if I was still at Coca-Cola, nigga, I'm in my work shirt. Somebody snap an Instagram picture of me drinking a Pepsi. It's not even about me drinking a Pepsi. I'm just in the picture with a Coke shirt on, drinking a Pepsi.
You'll be a whole meme the next day. Look at this motherfucker. Whole Coke shirt on. Next to the Coke truck. You know what I'm saying?
A Coke truck on me.
Drinking a whole Pepsi.
Mm.
Your boss have to see that on social media the next day.
Ice cold. Oh, you had the ice cold too, huh? Yeah, the ice cold. That's
The shit, I'm gonna tell you, the shit that really trips me out about this entire situation, bro, is the fact that, nigga, you left your wife to go fuck with some babies.
nigga. Hey, because me and my wife was talking about it. You know what my wife said, nigga?
Mm.
And I hope it ain't true.
That shit
But it
probably
could have been
had
one
something to do with it, or it had something to do with his kids.
his daughters, nigga.
I said that shit too, but I don't think none of them is like 13 to 15 though.
No.
Yeah. I think the oldest.
Supposedly, it was the mother-in-law's daughter, teenage daughter.
Oh, damn.
So his
Word.
wife's mother.
So
Had a
his
younger daughter.
sister-in-law.
Yeah.
His wife-
His wife's
sister-in-law?
I think what I read is
right?
his wife's mother had a child, and that's who
Okay.
the one they saying
His
who
wife's little sister.
yeah, I guess so.
God damn.
That's some
I don't care if it's half sister. That's still his wife's little sister. You know what?
That nigga
I mean,
said,
for
I'm gonna
sure.
take Pound Town to all of the bitches in his family.
God,
Nigga.
God damn.
Like it had to be somebody related because it's like, okay, it happened for 2 years. She was 13 years old, so it had to be somebody he like was close to. He wasn't no teacher and no shit. And I'm like,
He
They-
is
the-
somewhat of a public figure, though.
the girl was at somebody else's house. Like she wasn't at home when she, you know what I'm saying? Like she didn't bring it up to her parents at home. They didn't mention who her parents was.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, she couldn't be at home. She talking to her homegirl about this shit, or what the fuck? You know, what was it? You know? So, and then the charges is so fucked. Like, oral shit. I'm like, oh no, come on, son. Like, come on.
Yeah, someone
That's
told
wild.
me he took a plea deal because he was threatened into it, and I'm like, ain't no way.
I
You know
saw
what?
that, and that was the stupidest excuse I've ever heard in my life, dog.
That's why I was like, I was told it as a setup, but I was like, ain't no way you can set me up for that.
You
I
gonna
die
set
for
me
it.
up to be the worst thing you could
Oh.
possibly do in the prison system? In the
Yeah,
penal
I
system,
died
nigga?
first before I agreed to call myself in one of those. You know what I mean?
Bro, I'm gonna
You
fight
crazy.
for my life, nigga. I'm gonna go to court date after court date after court date and plead my fucking innocence, bro. If you gonna get me caught up on some shit like that, bro, you gonna get me after I fought you for this shit, dog. You are not finna get me on some shit like I'm finna tell you, yeah, that was me. That was me. I did it. I'm cool, bro. Nah, not like that, nigga.
That's a lot.
You gotta fight for your right to be a double dragon, nigga.
I was confused too. I was like, the Dark Cloud I'm thinking about? Like, I don't really know him like that, but I know who Dark Cloud is.
I don't know. That boy looked like a dark cloud was over him in that picture.
Man. But I was like, I didn't really know, so I had to like get more information. Because like I said, I don't really know him like that. Like I don't want.
I feel like if you took
talking-
that deal, that means if you had actually fought it, it would be even worse for you. That's the only reason why you would take a deal like that, is because this was the easiest way for you. Least amount of time.
Like I'll take a plea deal to a murder case. Like I ain't gonna shit. But not this, bro, because it's a whole different thing, bro. Like because after the whole plea deal with a murder case, you would just be that one dude that might or might not have killed a motherfucker. You know what I mean? But with this shit, there's no.
Nah, it's
Yeah,
bad.
bro. Like, yeah, it's
bad.
yeah.
Nah, man. Look, man. More power to him. Wait, what the hell is everybody talking about Jim Ryan?
Jim Ryan, they said he did Shuhei dirty. Like he told Shuhei, "Hey, motherfucker, you gonna be in charge of this division, or you not in charge of no division? What do you, how you want to do it?" And Shuhei was like, "Well, I guess I'll be in charge of this division, this indie division then." They said that's what Shuhei said in an interview.
Oh.
Yeah.
He kind of like insinuated they pushed him down to that position.
I had 2 hours of free time. I scrolled Twitter today. That's what I learned. Apparently,
You know, that's the thing I don't like though, right? Like, I get it and I understand it, but the reason why I can't really fall for that one, dog, is because are you saying that you were unhappy doing that? Because from what I gather, he said he was unhappy with the fucking AAA shit. He said he was the happiest when it came to these indie things. He said he didn't have nobody to answer to. He was like, dog, he just go out, look at and play fucking video games, nigga. He was like, that was it. I swear, I feel like this was taken out of context.
So here's how I take these type of information, right? These type of information go through a whole game of telephone before they get to you. So I need clear information in that. I can't just read a very short article without actually quoting this man. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. but saying this is what he said. Well, it may be true, but have you ever watched a movie, like a foreign movie, and you could clearly tell what was said isn't what the subtitle is saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, it's something like that. Well, technically, the subtitle isn't wrong either. Like, what she said could mean that, but for this situation, it's really not. The subtitle got it all wrong. But because it's the best information we got, because we don't speak that language, we just like, all right, well, we gonna make of what the subtitle said as best as we can. That's how I feel about this situation, man. It's just too much shit. Because he could be saying, all right, well, if that's the case, we have one other option for you if you want to take this route, or, you know what I mean? If you're not happy, you know what I mean? There's so many ways you could take the information, but if you don't quote this man exactly, I can't really, you know what I mean? You have to quote him. You can't say, this is what he said, because I mean, I could write a whole article and say this is what he said, and then when he said, no, I didn't say that, it was like, hey, this here's what you said. Yeah, but I mean it the way you said it. That's how I took it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now what? So it's like, that's the type of shit I'm talking about. But at the same time, you never know, because, you know, inner workings like that, you never know. He could be like that. It is what it is. But so this type of information doesn't really help us at all, does it?
It don't really help nobody. So you know, I was listening to a little bit more of that Bobby Kotick interview. Seemed like he was ready for that golden parachute, man. He said he felt like their business is gonna crash and he needed to get the fuck up out of that shit. So he was glad that Microsoft came and bought the company. You know what I'm saying?
Looking fresh.
He said he was tired of competing against companies like Tencent and shit like that, because he said them companies can go and operate in China and then go buy shit over here and over there, and we can't buy stuff in China. You know what I mean? So he was like basically saying like he was kind of happy that Microsoft came and bought that shit. So
I mean, but the problem is the fact that he was happy, and now Microsoft has to take on that role that they were in. So it's not like it's gonna get better. You think it's gonna get better because Microsoft owns them now? You think it's gonna be different than when you own them? Hell no. Microsoft just gonna start cutting shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't care no more.
He don't care. He got his money.
No.
That's what I'm saying. I got my
absolutely. But the thing is,
this whole situation, he won the most.
Yo, that nigga told Satya straight to his face, nigga. You might want to get out of gaming, dog, because this ain't for you, player. This ain't for you.
Looked at him like, the fuck are you talking about? You need to get the fuck up out of here, bro. You ain't built for this shit.
Nah, because everybody said that what he said sounds stupid. We are gonna fucking turn this service in on its head, and we're gonna move Microsoft towards a service-based future.
He said he could never make that shit compute in his mind. Like it just.
Who could? Bruh, we've done the exact. I feel like we've done the exact same calculations that fucking Bobby Kotick has done, bro. You're conditioning people to not want to buy your product. Who the fuck wants to willingly do that?
Right.
Ultimately, in the future, you ain't gonna be able to bring those customers back. Cause now.
What you mean, like they gonna?
Well, you're not gonna get these people to purchase games.
Oh no, they ain't like okay.
They go to other platforms and buy games. They refuse to buy games on your platform though. So those same people who own a Series S and then also got a Switch, nigga, they buying their games on Switch. They're not buying it on Xbox though, because you told them not to.
Yeah.
That is the stupidest fucking thing ever.
I still remember the moment where it switched on me, where I was like, "Oh shit, what Thrash saying is true." Is when they asked them a question about a certain game. Is it gonna be on? Can I buy it on Xbox? Why should I buy it on Xbox? And it wasn't Phil. It's one of the marketing dudes.
I think it was Aaron Greenberg. I think I know what you're talking about.
I believe
when he was
so.
like, "Why do you care if you don't have to buy it
on Game Pass?"
Yeah.
Why are we even talking about buying the Xbox if it's on Game Pass? I was stupefied. I was like, "Bro, you would never in a million years hear me say some shit like that." I would give you bullshit reason why you should buy it on an Xbox before I tell you why does it matter. Like, you know what I mean? I would give you bullshit ass answers, but I'll give you some answers. Well,
let me ask you a question though.
Xbox is the home of whatever the fuck game it is, yada yada yada. You know
Most companies like you don't have a CEO. I mean, some companies keep it. Have you ever seen a CEO stay in a role this long and do this bad and don't lose his job? Get promoted.
He's not doing bad though. From a gamer's perspective, we might think it's bad. As from a business perspective, this is exactly what they want.
Well, it's only bad to like the perspective that you have, right? Because what if you haven't noticed what Kotek was saying? What the fuck this dude know about gaming? What does Satya know about gaming for him to like oversee what Phil's doing? Like this motherfucker is just as clueless. You know what I mean? You should get out of gaming, bro. If someone told your CEO that, like someone above you that, like imagine you hearing someone else tell your boss that he should get out of the business you are currently in. You know what I mean? So, like, I mean, perspective-wise, Satya don't even know how to make the right decision first for the company.
Maybe he's so stupid. Maybe he's so clueless on gaming that he just think Phil doing a good job. I guess I don't know.
Nah.
I mean, motherfuckers
don't think so.
Blaming Don Matrick to this day, bro. Like, what do you? I've seen motherfuckers blame Don Matrick to this day. I'm like, dude, the motherfucker is so gone from Xbox. He worked for something completely different now. Like, not even gaming related, I don't think. Like, why is Don's
they should
name
just rip the Band-Aid off. I think they should rip the Band-Aid off and tell their consumers what it is they're planning.
It's like,
truly doing.
Yeah, it's like they're doing a little bit by a little bit. It's like, just say all this shit is going everywhere, day and date. Ain't no more exclusives,
bro. But Phil said it twice, back to back. And like,
but see the fan base is trying to find. They're reading between the lines. They're trying to.
Hey, that's on them. That's on them. They out here reading Rainbow this shit for no reason.
They try to find one exception, nigga. Like, but Phil said this instead of that. Like, nah, bro, it's over.
I've never heard.
Somebody on Twitter made me a bet. $70 game that Blade wasn't gonna be on PlayStation day and date. Back when they announced it, I said it was coming day and date. There's a reason why they ain't got no damn platforms when they announced that shit.
This isn't my joke. Matter of fact, I think this is Ybarra's joke. But he was like, Phil Spencer is the only man that could do 2 interviews in one day saying the exact same thing, and motherfuckers like, well, what do he mean, bud? You know what I mean? And I'm just like, it's impossible. It's impossible with y'all.
Boy,
like how, like, you
their
know what I
hopes
mean?
and dreams with the console war, bro. Like, it's ingrained in them now, bro. Like, that's
Bro,
just where they are now.
Hey, you see kids Smooth tweeting out the best console. What did he say? Something about PlayStation sold the best, but it's not the best console. It's just the most popular.
That doesn't even make any sense, bro.
Look, if you with your significant other, right? If you with your girl, wife, girlfriend, whatever the case is, and she about to go out with her friends, and you like, you better not give that pussy to nobody. And she was like, hey, there's no red line on this pussy. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, what does that mean? Like, can you be real? Like, there's no red line on that pussy. She can throw it there. Like, you gonna be like, all right, we'll come home soon. Like, is that your response? Like, you don't know what that means? Why are we still so confused? You know what I mean? It's impossible.
It's willful ignorance at this point.
Yeah, it's impossiple. Like
I mean, even Mike Ybarra out here talking about what he said. Xbox need to figure out a way.
He didn't say Xbox need to figure out a way.
What did he say?
Xbox has been telling y'all ass all this time exactly what the fuck they're gonna do. As a matter of fact, I got it right here in front of me.
Okay, pull it up.
He said, goddamn, where the hell did it go? I was just looking at it a few seconds ago. Hold on. Hey, that Phil Spencer dude. That Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer. Yeah.
You mad as fuck you missed the other day's episode.
Yeah, I am, dog. Y'all had the It's Coming guy. I'm like, bro, ain't no way. Where the fuck is it, bro? I just seen this shit, dog. Xbox reaffirms its commitment. God damn it. Hold on. Mike Ybarra. Ybarra. It's a weird ass fucking name. Ybarra. Quick. Yo, did he fucking delete it?
I haven't seen that though.
I think he deleted this shit, bro, because it was saved in my favorites, bro, in my bookmarks. And now I can't find this shit. I literally went directly to his page. And I don't see it here no more. Yo, what the fuck? It was there before I did this live stream. I know that for a fact. Because that's why I even put his name in the title, bro. Yo, he low-key deleted this shit, bro.
Anybody in the chat got a screenshot?
Oh, I'm so fucking pissed about this shit, dog.
I know y'all are usually good for that. Somebody has to have a screenshot of that. What was he saying though? On the shit?
Bro, he was saying something to the extent of, he was like, I don't know why people are still acting surprised. Xbox has been saying that they were going to do this the entire time or something like that. But he went in depth though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, yeah. I mean, why are people surprised? They literally said they would do exactly this for. I mean, it's got to be at least over a year now. I
Yo,
feel
that's
like
some
this
gay
has
shit
been
though.
since-
Like, why the fuck did he delete it though? He must be got the call from the upper.
Yeah.
Say, is the tweet start out saying, "How is it still news? This has been
yes,
consistent."
yes. That's it.
Okay.
Tag me in it.
I can hold on. Okay, I'm gonna. Do you follow? Well, hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna copy the link. It's somebody else's tweet. Want me to put it in the Discord?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, PlayStation Discord. Okay. I'll put it in there if you can pull up the tweet.
He deleted the tweet.
Somebody gotta rein that shit in. Like, hey, bro, we can't.
Yep, this is the tweet. This is the fucking tweet. Tweet-a-leet-a-leet. How is this still news? They've been consistent. They are a publisher now and support all platforms. It's the right strategy for them and their business. Sure, it took a while for them to get clear on this balancing selling hardware, managing customers with the reality of the strategy. I love that their games are on PC and PS5. I get loyal Xbox gamers are mad, but that isn't going to change anything. Embrace and move on. Play on what you enjoy playing on. If you're a console-only person, that probably means PlayStation or Nintendo in the future. But you'll still have Xbox games there. PlayStation, Nintendo should work with Xbox on some type of friends transfer system. Yeah, nah, that ain't happening. Eventually, that should be done to help people stay connected with their friends. We'll never see a universal gaming social platform, but I do wish we could. Shout out to True Witty. He said Forza Horizon 5 go be $39.99 for standard, $49.99 deluxe, and $59.99 premium. I highly doubt that.
I think that last.
Is he trying to insinuate that shit gonna be going away?
Yeah, absolutely, 1000%. I think that might have been the reason why they nuked his ass.
I think that last paragraph is why he has to delete that shit. For sure.
Shout out to Jay Barry. He said Hard 8 Twitter got some explanation about it. Someone close to him, but I'm not believing it. Nah, I'm not believing it.
Yeah, that's where I read it from.
Shout out to Gordo. I've been seeing a lot of PC dudes coping along with Xbox guys, and I've been wondering why. But then I realize it's because they're not special anymore. We get the same games they do now. But they were never special, and they barely got any games. That's a fact.
You don't get to tell your constituents what to do, bro. PlayStation, Nintendo should what? They should what? Calm your ass down. I promise you, that's why they has to delete that shit, because the top two part is like, yeah, motherfuckers been saying, because at this point, like, I don't think the company's gonna push back on that, because they literally been telling y'all for weeks and months now, like, yeah, shit's going everywhere, bro. There's no red line. Like, they really trying to harp on that at this point. Like, y'all need to get over that. Right? So the first two paragraph is very normal, but that third paragraph, I'm like, bro, y'all need to stop speaking industry talk. Focus on your company. And as of this point, Nintendo and PlayStation is your constituents. You better make sure they happy. It's actually where money's being made right now. You better calm your ass down. Like, you know what I mean? I think that's why it has to be deleted, because that's a long ass post. You have to think about it before you post it and shit like that. You actually, write that much. It's not one of those couple sentence tweets. You actually have to be thorough and type it out. You don't just delete it. So if you delete it, you said some wild shit. Someone told you, like, hey, motherfucker, you better calm down. You over here telling the other motherfuckers what to do. They might just cut the shit.
Look, man, listen. You don't think Mike Ybarra worked at Xbox for a long time, right? You don't think there's people that work there that talk to him?
I mean, but he
That
says
tell him what's
wild shit
going
all
on?
the time. Yeah, but
I'm just saying, now he don't
wild
work there no more. He can say whatever he wants.
He do work there.
No, he don't work for Microsoft no more.
Oh shit!
Remember they
He's the
fired him when
CEO at Prize Picks.
yeah, he got fired whenever the Bethesda, they moved him over to like the head of something over at Bethesda, I think, and then when the merger went down, they let his ass go.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my bad, huh? What do you know?
He was working at one of them companies, man. Then when they got bought out, shortly after that, his ass was no longer employed by them.
Okay, so now I take that back. I have no idea why he needs to delete that.
Yeah, he don't. Trust me, he worked at Microsoft. He wouldn't be tweeting this shit.
Nah, he still got friends.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. He still got connections over there.
Mm-hmm.
He probably know all the whole rundown on this shit.
That nigga got out of gaming, period, and went to fucking like some casino
gambling shit.
Prize Pick.
Yeah, I ain't never got to that sports gambling shit, but
shit, I know somebody who made some money off that shit, some real money.
I believe it.
Like, damn.
I know a lot of people who lose money on that shit.
Oh yeah, ain't no way he winning like $1 million something if somebody else ain't losing. Nigga, somebody else lost.
Mm-hmm.
Big my brother be winning. My brother be winning crazy off of that shit, bro.
I don't really like sports like money. That, bro.
No, it's wild. Like one of my older brothers, right?
I like sports. I just don't bet on it.
He bet on money. He bet money on sports like in a way that I can't comprehend because he do it like it's a job. You know what I mean? He got notebooks. Mm-hmm. Like he flipped through what game has what score. You know what I'm saying? And he can predict it well. Like it's crazy. I'm not saying he never lose. He lose, but the percentage of him winning is way higher than him losing. It's wild. And he he signed up for that shit. They give you a little bit of free money to lose and then start putting your own money in. You know what I mean? He just used that money and bet and win. And he just created.
And that's your question, Sick.
It's wild.
This ain't really related to the Ybarra and Xbox because that motherfucker, that shit toast. It's over with. So.
Oh yeah, that's a wrap.
Did you see? I don't know if you talked about this, but did you talk about reportedly fair games have been delayed to 2016?
I seen it. I didn't report on it because it was just a rumor.
I think even Kind of Funny was talking about it.
Yeah, but I don't know how true that is.
But okay, let's say it could potentially be true. Would you be surprised?
I wouldn't be surprised. I think what they're doing, if anything, is they're making changes that make sense for them. And again, it's all about cost saving at this point. So, you know, maybe they setting up like alpha, beta testing and stuff like that. I don't think they're gonna release any other live service game that's in a completed state. I think whatever they put out there, they're gonna test the waters. Yeah. And me, I think that's the best. I think that's the best thing for them, man. Because again, just thinking that you know what works, we have seen how that worked out for them. It didn't work out.
It hadn't worked.
Yeah. So, and I think they really did believe in Concord. I think they really thought it was going to take off, and none of what they thought happened actually happened.
Right.
Do I think it's delayed? I don't know. Because again, I don't know who they're talking to or getting their information from.
This is what Sony said. They said in their earnings call that going forward with their live service games, they're going to put out very, very early betas up to 6 months before the game even launches so that people can get an idea about what the game is and give feedback on the game.
Only 6 months?
I think it says 6 months. Is it? I mean, they said at least 6 months.
I think it should be more than 6 months because you need time to
implement those changes,
tweak shit. Yeah.
But I kept saying, If we don't at least see a trailer with some gameplay and them announce some kind of alpha or beta, I don't see how this game is coming out in 2025. What?
Let me tell you something, man. Did they say it was gonna come out in 2025? Like, did we get any inkling that that's what was gonna happen?
I don't know.
Because again, I think this is one of those things where we might think we heard something, but didn't really hear what we didn't really hear what we think we heard.
Might be speculation. Might not come from actual Sony.
Yeah, because I don't actually remember them giving us a 2025 date, but I can actually find out. Hold on.
I don't remember them giving us much information at all.
But you know what though?
2 trailers.
They did I think it was just one CGI trailer.
It was just one CGI trailer, but
we've never seen gameplay.
Hold on, I'll tell you right now. Fair Games trailer.
I mean, ain't no way they gave you a date if they gave you one CGI trailer. That's what I'm saying.
I don't remember seeing it.
I mean, I could be wrong, but usually they give you one CGI trailer. They don't even give you the year when it's coming out. I don't think that's.
You want to know about us? Seems like everyone does these days. It's simple. Too much money and too much power is held by just a few people. And it's only getting worse. So, we decided to do something about it. Let's go.
Designer socks too, I got the sweat crew. It's a haiku, I'm something like you. Might drink and drive too. Work 9 to 5s when I was in high school. These shoes here don't come out till June. This my pick, I'll crop you. Married to the game, said my I do's. Got a window seat like Erykah Badu.
Yeah, that was back in 2023, and it didn't show anything relative to any sort of release date. Nothing whatsoever.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think the game is probably not coming out this year. I wouldn't think so. I think they're being a little bit more cautious with this live service stuff, and I don't think they're going.
This game look tight as fuck though. This shit look like it's gonna really be something. I can't wait to play it.
I hope it come out for y'all that want to play it.
Yeah,
you know? I don't want to play it, man. I usually don't even care.
I want to
like
play
games like these. I kind of want to play it.
I definitely.
It depends on when it come out, but I don't think so.
That shit look fucking dope as fuck, bro. And you get to rob niggas, specifically billionaires. Hell yeah.
That's the only reason why I want to play it. Like,
hell yeah,
rob motherfuckers, bro.
Going to take all your shit, nigga. Fuck out of here, playing with me, nigga. They should specifically put Elon Musk and Donald Trump in this bitch.
Have like a fake. You know what I'm saying? Elon Musk with a T instead of a K. Yeah, I'm for that. You know what I mean? Yeah, hey. Let me rob Elon Musk. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, and the thing that the survey that they had us take, it literally said, it just said Elon Musk. It had his name there.
So yeah, I would love to rob him. This motherfucker. That's probably
shit out
one
of
the
nigga.
main. That's probably the main reason why I want to play the game. I just want to rob.
Big figgity facts. All right.
The chance of it, I mean, I'm still saying though, like we're only in February.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. They still could put out information about when it's coming out, and it
To
still
be
could be
honest with
year,
you, bro,
you know?
I'm gonna be very clear with you, Royal. It's too much shit coming out, bro, and they packed a lot of shit at the
Way
end
too much shit. Well, they're trying to cram in most of this stuff before September. It seemed like
it does seem like that, but they're cramming everything in around the same time.
Yeah,
which is even worse. Because every time that happens, they just start moving shit out of it at the last minute.
Yeah, shit started getting delayed out to the next year, and they all trying to avoid Grand Theft Auto. So it's kind of
they not trying to avoid it, nigga. It seems
no.
like
I'm just saying the ones
right in front of that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like released before. I wonder if because you got to think Take-Two is releasing Borderlands in September.
Yep.
So that means that you got really October, November to possibly release Grand Theft Auto. I just hope that these motherfuckers actually get the game out and don't delay it. But there is, when it comes to third party, there's a shit ton of games. Like when I watched that PlayStation show, there was so many games, and I know I'm not going to have time to play all those games. So I have to just make a list of the ones I'm prioritizing. You know what I mean? So
it's a big list.
It is a huge fucking list, bro.
And I'm like, yeah, it's third part. It's a lot of shit, man.
It's so much shit, dog. I'm just like, man. But my thing is, I'm not even looking to buy every single thing, bro. Only the shit that I really want to fucking play.
I can't do it.
Yeah, the one thing that I do want to play is that Mind's Eye. I'm sorry, bro. That's right up my alley, nigga. Right up my alley.
For me, it's Lies of P DLC, Hell Is Us. That damn. What's the other game?
What's that one game with the girl?
Probably Sonic Racing, huh?
Oh, you talk about the tides of whatever?
Yeah, that's next. That's tentatively announced for 2026, but we'll see.
That shit too.
Yeah, that looks good.
Lies of P DLC, that Lies of V DLC where he did the Virgil shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Lies of P DLC. I can't wait. It's supposed to be a prequel. I'm just trying to figure out how it's a prequel. But I guess we'll find out.
It's like mid-game shit. Like in the original game, there's supposed to be like a section you go to, but you never did, and some shit. So the DLC is just bringing you back.
But you know what? So that means the DLC, because if you beat the game, they set something up at the end. So if they're not exploring that in the DLC, then that's definitely going to be in the sequel. So
that's got to be the whole game, bro.
It's got to be.
Thing is a DLC. That's a whole game. There's too many characters, too many new stories.
It's a lot of shit. So
yeah, that's definitely a whole nother game. I'm hyped for them, man. That motherfuckers made the hell out.
That's a good developer, man. That's a.
Shout out to Gordo. He says a lot of people have been dismissing fair games, even though we haven't seen any gameplay or anything. People just want to hate for no reason. I mean, it is.
I'm not hating it. I'm not hating on it at all.
If it's not your thing, if it's not your cup of tea, it's just
probably not gonna be my kind of game,
Yeah, I mean, that's it is what it is. It's definitely my kind of game, and boy, put me in the game, coach.
I mean, it's usually not my type of game. Hey, don't let me buy it, and then the only way I could do shit is if I buy some other shit. Let me progress. I don't care if it's difficult to progress. I'll progress. Yeah. I'll do missions. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm boy, you just. I'm telling you, Royal boy, when that shit come out, when they finally announce that shit, bro, and it finally fucking come out, boy, I'm gonna be on that ass, boy. I'm gonna be on that.
You better not have me out here buying shit on a game about stealing shit.
Hey, that's
You know what I mean? You must be out your damn mind.
Hey, that would be the greatest fucking oxymoron fucking ever, nigga.
Bruh, I'd be so mad. Like, you serious right now? You want me to buy some shit in real life to steal some shit in a video game, bro?
Yo, I just need them. Listen, man, I just need them to put this game out, Barry. I need them to put it in the air, in the world, nigga. And I need them to support this whole.
I hope people do. So sick. I don't know if I talked about this on your show or not. I can't remember, but did you see the message? You know, when Crytek put out one of them long messages talking about how
they letting people go.
Well, they letting people go. They've halted development on Crisis 4, or I think it's Crisis 4, and they're only going to focus on the Hunt Showdown.
Yep.
It does really seem like once these studios start working on some live service shit, they can't do nothing else. And
I'm still confused about how all of this shit works, because we weren't hearing about all of these studios shutting down just a few years ago, bruh.
Nah.
All of a sudden, now these motherfuckers can't sneeze the wrong way, or they firing some people, laying some people off, and closing down the studio.
Has anybody?
I don't know what's happening right now, bro.
Has anybody here played the Hunt Showdown? I don't know anything about it. I feel like I've seen gameplay.
I wanted to play it so
that
many
popular?
times, but never bought it.
They said they only concerned about putting out DLCs for that. So I guess they don't feel like Crisis 4 is going to be successful, I guess.
In this climate, bro, it's hard to know if anything is going to be successful.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Kingdom Come.
You can make the best game in the world, bro, and you'll still have nobody buy it, or them create some random narrative about it, and then the game just fucking bombs and shit like that.
Or your publisher has way too ambitious sales targets, like Krafton with Calypso Protocol. A game like that was sold 2 million copies in 1 month, and they said the game was a failure. So
I think that's attributed to how much money it actually cost and how many platforms it was actually on, because it was on everything. It released on PC, PlayStation, and fucking Xbox.
Right, but these survival horror type games, like the only ones that sell really, really well is Resident Evil. Really, the other ones sell 1 million, 2 million. I mean, I don't think there was a Dead Space game that sold more than 2 million copies. I just don't understand how they miscalculated, I think, the market for these type of games.
Hunt Showdown was trash.
Oh, it's trash.
He said that shit.
Well, they doubling down on it. They doubling down on this shit. So they said that's their focus right now.
It makes sense. I'm just, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Okay,
like, I have no hope for gaming in the future, bro.
Well, there is a little bit of hope, right? Because you do have studios out here. You got the China Hero Project. You got developers in Korea. These are probably places where game development isn't as expensive as it is in the West. And so they can make, I guarantee you Stellar Blade didn't have a crazy budget. You know what I mean? So I think for the amount of profits they made, there's no way it could have had no insane budget. So I think there's still hope from some of these developers outside the US that are making games outside of the US and outside of Japan, that are making some of these bigger titles that, you know, we're going to get a chance to play this year, and Phantom Blade Zero and games like Hell Is Us, or what's that game? Tides of Annihilation. I mean, I don't know where that studio is located, but you got smaller developers that are coming up in the Neowits with Liza P that are coming and making some high-end games that probably don't cost a whole lot, you know?
I mean, we'll see how it pans out.
I'm actually looking forward to it, because all this shit's my type of game. You know what I mean? Not that I don't like, you know, FromSoft, the Soul style games. I love them, but I mean, you gotta have that type of variation, man. Like, character action games hasn't been big lately, but all these smaller companies that's doing these character action games, they do it so clever too. Like, how many times did y'all watch that trailer, that Year the Snake trailer from Phantom Blade? That shit's amazing, bro.
Indeed.
That shit's amazing. And at first you don't realize it's a video game until you actually watch all the moves they do, and you realize how they do it, and you're like, oh, okay, it still is a video game. It's just they made it so well to where it looks like a choreographed shit, but it's a video game. You could play that shit. You could see how you could play it through just seeing the gameplay. You know what I mean? You watch it enough, you could break down what move he's doing, why the shit's causing it to do that and shit. And then you realize the reason why it looks so good is because this motherfucker has at least 6-7 different parry animations just to make sure that it looks that way. You know what I mean? Like he actually reacts to certain moves, a certain parry would happen to a certain move the character that you fighting is doing. That's different, man. Otherwise, it'll look like Sekiro, where you have the 2 same parry animation over and over, and you're like, oh, it's clearly a game. That's what I'm excited for, man. Like that's the type of shit that I need to see more often. You ain't getting that from motherfuckers that have that one fucking color palette, though. Because that's right on the mark to make it work.
I'm telling you, that gray palette, y'all gonna, if you haven't noticed that shit, y'all gonna notice it soon. And it's gonna bug the shit out of you.
You know what, Sick? I was recently playing Dragon Age Veilguard, right? And I was like, man, this game just looks so blurry, right? So it got the PS5 Pro patch. I played it, and I was like, it don't really look any different to me, right? So I went into settings. I turned off all that shit, like fucking film, whatever the kind of added visual effects, and I was like, man, this shit. You know what it was?
What?
That fucking bloom lighting. I had to turn that shit off. As soon as I turned that off, the game looked clear, sharp.
You know what it was? I can tell you what it is with that bloom shit.
That bloom shit.
It's what takes like the lights and make the lights spread a lot.
Yeah, it looked washed out. It looks, bloom lighting was really big on the 360 PS3 generation, But yeah, I turned that off and the game looked a lot better.
I hate bloom. I hate the fucking
chromatic aberration.
Dog, that chromatic aberration, that should just give me a headache when I see it, bro.
But you know what? My favorite game, definitely of last generation, was The Last of Us Part 2. You couldn't turn film grain off until like
they did a patch.
They did a patch, but it was like a month later. I had already beat the damn game, and I was like, man. And I went back and I beat it again several times since then. I was like, that film grain just totally ruined the image. And I know they want to make it look like a movie, but it just distorted the image. You couldn't see a lot of the detail. And I know there's a lot of people out there who like film grain. I don't know why. But
I don't know why anyone likes film grain. Film grain fucking sucks, bro. That shit look like the snow on a fucking TV, nigga. Like one of them old school TVs. Like, nah, dog. Stop with that bullshit, bro.
You know what I hate? What else? Other feature I hate on television? That damn motion flow, smooth motion.
Yeah,
all that shit. I turn that stuff off. You know what, man? I hate to say this, and I know this is not exactly what the technology is, but if you bought a 5090 for all that frame gen, motion flow, interpolation bullshit.
You know what's funny about that whole conversation?
That shit.
Nah, the whole thing that's funny about that conversation is they spent so much time ragging on Black Myth Wukong and how it had the fucking fake frames and shit like that on the PlayStation.
On the PlayStation.
And then when the 5090 comes out, then they champion the same shit that they was just talking shit about. They don't have any real stances, bruh. They are almost as bad as the Xbox niggas, if not worse.
Oh no.
If you got a damn world's most powerful GPU, you shouldn't turn on that shit.
Way worse.
Who, the PC dudes?
Yeah, PC dudes are way worse than Xbox. You know what?
Yeah,
you know what I do respect about Xbox dudes compared to PC dudes? Because at least Xbox dudes respect the devs enough to not lie on them in that way.
Nah.
Hear me out, right? Because Xbox dude will lie on devs like, oh, you took a deal, right?
Yeah.
They never said, but they never lie on them like, oh, y'all incompetent. PC dudes love doing that shit. It doesn't run on my system. That's because the devs are incompetent at porting it to PC. And I'm like, you bitch ass motherfucker. Like, how dare you? You know what I mean? These motherfuckers work their ass off. That's not fair. PC dudes will just be on the worst for everything because if something makes a PC look bad, that shit's terrible. Whatever it is, it could be devs, it could be other people, it could be anything. Whatever it is that makes
They
PC
get
look bad, is
they get
that.
so many.
Yeah,
Did they get this many bad ports last generation? Because I feel like just about every port they go to PC is fucked up. So like, was it that bad last gen? Were the PC ports that bad last gen? Because I feel like this gen they've been pretty horrible.
I mean,
every gen they get a little bit worse.
Bro, games are made where money is made, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Game is made for wherever money is made. Is what I should say.
That's true.
Well, the PC got the biggest user base.
Yeah, but it's not where the money is made. I mean, sure, all right. Well, what is the money being made for? Let's say third party, right? Third party companies overall. If you look at their pie chart, where is that money made? What percentage is that off of all the PC storefronts? You can actually get them and calculate how much they make. And then the thing is with gaming too, like the front half of selling it is very important, right? Mm-hmm. Like the front half, the first couple of weeks, the first couple of months of a game being out, that's where it's important. Look at third-party games that release day and date on everything. And look at where the money's being made, and you'll see where it's being made for the most, right? You see, I mean, of course, PC has the biggest platform. What's the money looking like? What's what really matters? When it comes down to it, that's all that really matters. Where's the money being made? And it's definitely not on PC like that. They say it is, but it's really not. Because if it really was that way, motherfuckers would have like way better PCs.
Facts.
Motherfuckers really would invest. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I just couldn't see myself spending that kind of money to maybe get a game at work properly.
Hey,
and then,
to be honest with you, most PC motherfuckers think just like you. That's why they don't spend that kind of money either.
Hey, you might be right, because a lot of these motherfuckers is not. You seen the thing about the pins on the graphics card burning out or something on the 550 80s or the 59 or some shit?
I'm gonna tell you something about that. A lot of the people that you see where that's happening, they're full of shit. They're full of shit.
Oh, they full of shit?
And I'm not even here to defend these graphics cards, but they said the exact same shit was happening with the 4090.
I remember them saying that same stuff.
Yeah. And in my 4090, I've used the original cable since I've had it.
It ain't burnt up?
No, these people are purposely doing things to short out these fucking cards and have these reactions.
So unnecessary.
You might be right.
No, the thing is, because they don't like how expensive Nvidia shit is, right? That's just point blank period. And they try to push AMD, but AMD is not as good as Nvidia. And no matter really what AMD does, they're still like Nvidia's bitch. But they feel like if they can spin the narrative enough, people will get the AMD card out of fear that something's gonna happen to their Nvidia cards.
Man, that strategy doesn't work. We've seen it multiple times. It never works.
AMD hadn't even put out their new cards yet, right?
AMD just fucking sucks, bro. I bought 3 AMD cards, and the experience with them, it was all trash. It was all trash.
I mean, they don't do too. I mean, well, the stuff that PlayStation make with AMD seem to be pretty good.
Yeah, their drivers.
The shit they do with Xbox don't seem to be.
PlayStation made it their own. Whatever it is they did, I'm not speaking like I know anything about it, but they said they modified it to make.
Listen, let me tell you something, man. Digital Foundry. I seen a clip on the guy with the list on Digital Foundry. I guess he did a little, brief analysis of Astrobot, the PS5 Pro patch. He did all this shit talking.
There was no Astrobot PS5 Pro patch.
Yes, I think Sony did put a patch out recently. Yeah,
To
They implemented higher resolutions on the game. That's really all they did.
Wasn't the shit already 4K?
No, it was
how much higher did they go?
Well, supposedly they put PSSR in it, right, to up the res. But he did a little brief analysis complaining about the image quality, complaining about PSSR, because they don't like PSSR over there at Digital Foundry, of course. Complaining about it, but still said at the end of his little critique that it looked better on the PS5 Pro. And he'd rather play it there. I was like, you know what?
I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Yeah. I don't really understand it. It's just stupidity. Me personally, I didn't even think that Astrobot needed a PS5 Pro patch. The shit looked good already. So if they can make it look better, sure, I guess. But
yeah, hey, how y'all feel about the Days Gone shit?
I don't feel no way, bro. I bought the upgrade.
At this point, man,
you did.
Yeah,
this is what they're gonna do with some of these old games. I mean, the studio ain't working on shit, so you know what I'm saying. The game got canceled, so I mean, went out of remaster for $10.
I'm sitting it out for a while. I got way too much other shit I gotta get through before, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, by the time I'm ready, it's just $10 for a better experience.
Yeah, it's $10.
If you want a better experience, it could be $10. And if you haven't played it and you want to play it, why wouldn't you buy this version instead of the original? Like,
I mean, what is being? Think about it, right? It's being made by Sony Ben. It's being made by the studio. It's not being ported by a third party. The studio's first party game that they were working on was canceled. So this is obviously a project they're going to work on for a few months and get it out the door, and sell it for $10 to people who already own the game, and maybe this will fund their studio to continue to stay open while they figure out what they're going to do next, I guess. But
what got canceled again?
They had a live service military type. A futuristic military shooter. We don't know the name of it.
Oh, I think we've seen that shit too.
Whatever leaked, somebody had some leaked dev pictures and shit of the game. It was supposed to be a third person
video. It was actual
video. A video?
Yeah.
I didn't see the video.
Damn,
I wouldn't be surprised if it leaked. Yeah, they canceled it.
No, that studio can't catch a break, man. Goddamn.
Think about it. The studio, the last time they made a AAA game was Days Gone.
Right.
And before that, the biggest game they made before that was like Siphon Filter.
Yeah, but I mean, Days Gone was a very good game. It's not mind blowing by
it wasn't my kind of game. I didn't enjoy the game too much.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The first couple hours is rough.
The first 50 to me, I put about 50 in it. It was all rough, so I didn't really enjoy the game.
Beat the game.
Nah, I was doing too much side shit. I was doing story missions and side content. There's a lot. That game is long.
It is.
Yeah. It's pretty long.
So I'm not gonna say I hated the game or nothing like that, but I didn't really care for the characters or the biker stuff or the setting. It just didn't resonate with me. I don't hate the game. I might go back to it when I never finished it. So
I think the cool, man. I was with it.
Yeah,
I was with the setting. I was with the gameplay. Story didn't really grab me like that, especially the ending. I felt like the ending was kind of weak. That wasn't the resolve I expected from.
But you know what though? It's a shame that I really don't know what to believe, because you got them two assholes that keep talking about the game. The two dudes that don't work in the studio no more, that just kept talking about it. From according to what they say, that the pitch for part 2 never got past the studio head. But maybe, I mean, think about Uncharted 1 to Uncharted 2 was a major upgrade, and maybe, hey, there was some missteps with the first game, especially technical issues in the beginning. But maybe they could have went back to it and really built on that and made it even much better. But we didn't get a chance to see that for whatever reason. So,
I mean, Look, no. The ending to the story of Days Gone, I felt like was weak, but the promises of what's gonna happen in the sequel was crazy though. I was hoping for a sequel. Not gonna lie, I wanted a sequel because the promise of what's gonna happen next was wild as hell, bro. And I was like, man, if they could make a game about that, that'll be crazy. It's gonna be a completely different game than the first one. You know what I mean? I'm trying not to spoil shit, right? But the fucking the game could have been really crazy if they really did it. That's why I was hoping for the sequel, but I mean, it never got past the studio head. What you gonna do? You know, it is what it is. Like, move the hell on.
Yeah, they fumbled that bag. They fumbled that bag crazy.
The game sold well, but
no,
I
did.
do remember this conversation though. I do remember this conversation. We had this conversation a while back about Days Gone sales, and I do remember saying, "Well, did it sell well at the front end or the half of this, the you know, the aftermath of it all?" Because it didn't. I think it didn't sell as well as other studios' properties in the front end of it in the first initial months. But
I just remember Jim Ryan talking about. I vividly remember a quote where he said that our games don't not only gotta have commercial success, but we need critical success as well. And he felt like Days Gone critically didn't measure up to what the first party standard was.
It did have
and
some
I
issues
think
at launch.
I think
do remember that.
It did, but I mean, can you really trust Metacritic though? I don't know if you can trust that shit.
I had a lot.
No, I had it day one. I'm just saying. No, what I'm saying is, no, the game had issues, but I'm saying just reviews in general. I don't know if you can totally say
it was hating. It's not just because the game was functionally.
I remember reading a review where somebody said something about. He said something about his old lady smacking on the ass. I don't know, some shit, and the motherfucking GameStop was gave a review. Bad review, and it was like, okay, this shit.
The reviews was wild as hell because, for one, the game did have some performance issues, but you know, patches, it worked itself out just like every other game that has performance issues at the time, right? But that's rare for Sony, especially during that time. All the other games.
But that game, guess what that game had? That game didn't have that most of their other first party games do have. It was running on Unreal Engine 4. Most of their other internal studios have their own engines. They don't have their own engine. They were using Unreal. So, I mean,
for what it is, it's good. I'm not saying that it's bad, but it did have some issues.
Yeah.
But the reviews are weird. They like the ones where the girl was like, "Oh, he's misogynistic." That's his wife's ass. Like, of all the people that could look at it, it should be him, right? Like, what the fuck? Like, how are we taking this bullshit? I do remember that review, that article. That shit was hilarious.
Yep, same here.
It was stupid.
All right, guys. I am gonna wrap this up because I need to take my ass to sleep. Got an early morning, but I do appreciate you fellas for coming through. I want to thank everybody in the chat who came through. Y'all was out here, man. I ain't have to tell y'all to hit the like button today. Oh man, I'm so proud of y'all today, man. So proud of y'all. Y'all could have did better, but hey, it's a start. But no, I definitely do appreciate y'all, and just know I'll be back. Like I said, I'm finally over this goddamn cold and finally feeling better. So yeah, that's where we are now. But anywho's, let me get the hell up out of here.